Are we back? Hey, what's up, everybody? Tales of Games are the new color. What up, every deportation stream? Welcome to the first stream of the day where absolutely nothing happened. I'll explain in a bit. It wasn't a big deal, but the lady was she panicked. I don't know why. The lady was like super panicky. She wasn't mad or anything, but she saw the camera. She's like, "Are you filming?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm filming," because I didn't know. Apparently, you're just really not allowed to film that whole thing. So I was like, "Are you filming?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna lie." And she completely like started to freak out. So I turned the camera off and I tried to calm her down. And she was like, "Whoa, you can't film in here." I was like, "All right." And then I was like, "Naruhodo." And she was like, No, not Naruhodo. You got to delete that shit. So like, she's like, "Yeah, you got to delete that footage." I'm like, do I tell her I'm live streaming and then go through this whole process, or what do I do? So I just formatted. I formatted my camera's SD card in front of her because, you know, I wasn't gonna go through the whole thing of I unpublished the VOD, of course, like. But I didn't want to, yeah, I just don't want to cause a fuss with this kind of stuff. You know, if they tell me not to film, I respect that. But they didn't tell me when I got in there, so whatever. So she was like, "You got to delete it." So I was like, "All right, I guess I'll just delete my SD," because that's what was I going to do, right? I can't like remote into my computer. It would have taken forever. So I showed that I'm formatting my SD card, and she was like, "Yeah, you got to delete the data." I'm like, "My bad." And then she calmed down and she was like, "Yeah, it's just, you can't do that. It's a rule, and I don't know if you've been filming inside or not, and they're gonna get mad at me." So she was cool, but she just freaked out because, like, I don't know, if I were to maybe leave the place with the footage, she would have probably gotten in trouble. It was one of those situations. The footage is in there. There's nothing on my SD card. I formatted it, but it's empty. I wasn't recording. I was streaming. Yeah, she was just scared of also like shit. Like she started radioing people in, like, "Dude, there's a guy filming," and all that. It was like a whole thing. Did you buy it? Fuck no. I did ask her if I could use the bathroom, and she was like, "Yeah." She was totally fine after that, but she kind of freaked out. And today's new Gaijin Records exhibit, I mean, she did show me that, like, there was a thing saying you can't record in the whole venue, but I didn't see that. When I got in, there was a thing saying, like, it was in English, so it's not like I would have known, but, like, it's not like I could have missed it, but there's signs saying that you can't record certain parts of the exhibit, like we saw. And we clearly saw when we were at the other part, there was a green thing that says to film. It's okay to take pictures, but apparently video is where they draw that line. I don't know, man. You know what I mean? There were other people filming with their phone inside, but I'm not gonna play that card. Gaijin nuisance streamer, it is what it is. So I deleted my SD card and I'm like, "My bad, Joe, I didn't know," you know? She waited until the loading bar on the format thing. It's a good thing. This is one of the reasons I keep an SD card in my camera, because this is one of those situations where, like, it wouldn't have formatted if I didn't have an SD card in it, and then she probably wouldn't have let me leave unless, like, we went through a thorough investigation. But I also deleted the VOD, of course, because it's not like I want to have that footage out there. I just didn't know. So I had to stand out there and, like, reset my whole server, because once you start a new stream, you got to basically make a whole new YouTube thing. It's kind of a pain. I was hoping to avoid that, but we can't delete the VOD if we don't do that. So unfortunately, that's the situation. But all good. I mean, I guess you weren't allowed to film the cardboard cutouts that they have in there. They're very protective of it. I mean, I would also be protective of something like that if I would charge people 2,000 yen for that. So that's what happened. The VOD is safe on your server? No, it's all deleted, of course. Of course. It's completely gone. I deleted the parody drive on my server too, and the backup, that automat, it's all gone. It's all gone. I self-destructed the server. I have a command in there that makes it catch fire. So my house is now on fire. There's fire departments on their way to my house. I got one picture at the one place where you're allowed to. I'll post that picture on the Discord because it's a 2,000 yen picture. I got one picture that I'll post on the Discord. This is why I don't like streaming in Tokyo. It's so difficult these days. Halt spun the platters, yeah. Unnecessary sacrifice. Hey man, I'm not gonna argue with the rules. If they say no filming, it's not a big deal. I took a picture of this, which was the one thing you're allowed to take a picture of. There were other things, I just didn't bother to take a picture of those. This is why I go to the countryside. People give you weird looks when you're taking your pictures of talking to yourself. No, I mean some people do. It is kind of weird, isn't it? You're hacking the cloud. I burned the cloud too. It's all gone. I mean, there were other people just filming in there with their. That's one of the reasons I didn't bother to. I thought it was fine because other people were filming with their phone and stuff. Like, how are they going to stop everyone? But rules are rules. When will you upload the 13th and 14th streaming archive to YouTube? Oh, you're on Twitch now. Welcome, brother. They're already up. They're processing as we speak. Consider it a week long. I don't have a lot to do. I just want to check if they have the pins at the Pokemon Center, and then we'll probably move off to like Ikebukuro or something. Have you been back to the hard off that wouldn't let you stream? Yes, and they let me stream. There's definitely some incident that was at that point. I do remember going back there after that. There was definitely something happened to where that staff did what they did. Bim's gonna hunt us down because the footage is in our memory? Yeah. All those cardboard cutouts, huh? No, I cut the stream immediately because I just didn't want to I didn't want to cause a fuss, The poor lady, like I also kind of felt bad for her because she was like, I'm twice her size, and she was like standing there all freaking out. I don't blame her. It's not her fault. We shouldn't, you know what I mean? It's not her fault. See, this is what I mean. I can never find anything in the store. Hi, because there's so many people. Even good statue. It was some generic mannequin. No, it wasn't Golden Chicken. It was the Tales of Fantasia mannequin, and you should put some respect on their name because it's a very secretive environment apparently. You were just standing there. What crazy IRL streamer made that hard off mad? I don't think it was a streamer. But there's also Japanese streamers and YouTubers that do this, right? It's kind of super difficult to find out. It's okay, it happened. Like I said, I don't blame her for having rules at her exhibit. I just want the pins, dude. Every time I go in here, I just 360 degrees and hit the door because you just can't walk in this place. I'm out. The Shibuya pin is the Pokemon Center Shibuya pin is officially off the table. Accidentally. It wasn't intimidation. I felt bad for it. That's all. I'm out. I just wanted to check if there's any new things up here, and then we'll move on. It's like most Asian grows, it's hard to walk through. That's true. That's true. This has been the first time in my 4 years of live streaming where someone specifically requested to delete the footage. Like I said, I have no issue with that. It's just never happened before. We're definitely moving into different times. Winter Comic Con held this month? What do you think I'm gonna go to after that? You think I'm gonna go to Winter Comic Con where there were already? We're not going to Winter Comic Con, my friend. Someone asked you to do it. Yeah. She asked me. I did it in front of her just to calm her down. But she asked me to delete the data. You saw some Talk Secret stuff? I mean, you can find all of the games that they had in there in hard off. So there really wasn't anything that was like so secret. But I'm not one to argue for them. Let's go check out Christmas Sega. You know what? Let's not. Let's go check out Christmas JoJo. I'm gonna go to a different area after this. Capcom Where's Waldo shirt. Any JoJo fans in chat? You don't go to Winter Comic Con this year? I will not be going, no. I don't really feel like going to Comic Con anymore. I didn't really have a good time the first time, and the summer one, so. Me? Yeah, you're a big JoJo guy? At least it's not all acrylic stands, it's also coins. Is my YouTube stream still up? No, my YouTube stream is up. I just can't connect to it. Go with your Spider-Man suit? Yeah, we're not doing that. No, Comic Cat wasn't fun, and they were weird about filming, and the same as this area. If a place is like, you know, if they're weird about it, I'm not gonna. There was a time where I would have pushed it a bit more, but this isn't this isn't the current climate to push live streaming in public spaces. If you could read one page of a Harry Potter, well, we were just talking about that. I realized that was a completely different beef than the P. Diddy beef. Yeah, YouTube is back up on my thing. It lost connection to the chat for a second there. This place is cool though. I wish I cared about JoJo. Yeah. Unfortunately, there was no Tales of exhibit in the VOD. It's lost media. It really is. I actually did delete the YouTube VOD. It's gone. JoJo Super Famicom? You know what? I don't see those anymore. Now that you mention it, I used to find the JoJo Super Famicom game a lot. Now I only kind of find the PlayStation Fighter, which I'm still looking for a good price. It seems to be cool. It's a Capcom fighting game, so why not, you know? How do I leave this place? Can I just buy it off of eBay? Yeah, there's certain games that I used to find a lot that I just don't find anymore. Tales of no streaming. Tales of 30 minutes anniversary. It really wasn't that long. Alright, let's skedaddle out of this building because there's always a limited time that I can stay in this area. We can check out some of the other stuff that we usually do. Pim Pim's Bizarre Adventure. We always do have some bizarre adventures, don't we? RIP some people's watch streaks, yeah. Unfortunately. We've been here very recently, but there is a new Tomy thing that I kind of want to see. Is this like the Tomy from Junji Ito? And they made like a whole pop-up for it? That's kind of cool. 2 retro video game stores today for that game? No, you're right though, now that you mention it. I haven't seen that JoJo thing in a while, man. This is the exit. Well, I guess it's just a bunch of clothing. It's kind of cool that they have it though. It's been a while since I got into the Junji Ito things. Alright, anyway, since we're back, it's time to get some snacky snacks. Hey, what up, Mark? With the 5 consecutive streams. I don't know, did it take the previous stream? Because how long was it was only like... Actually, I actually did delete it, so I don't have it anymore. So I don't know how long it was. Was it like an hour? Are you allowed to stream this? This part's fine. We've been here so many times. We've never had any issues. Junji Sanryo, yeah, it's kind of wild, right? I say we go to Ikebukuro. I haven't been there in a while. Yeah, around an hour. I don't think it counts it if it's like below an hour. If Mark just had if he just tuned in and he had a 5 watch streak, then I'm assuming, you know. Alright, what's the most efficient, because this is kind of all I wanted to do in Shibuya since we've been here so many times. Walking there is going to be impossible because it's like a lot. And I don't want to walk for 2 hours, so we should take a little train. Also, I gotta pee again. I'm drinking a lot of coffee. Where can we goon? I told you, this is not the goon stream, man. It just happened to be like that for a little bit, but you know. It gives you like 72 hours to continue washing. Yeah, so it should be fine. Why are we... Oh, today's your thing, Samuel. Yeah, good luck with that, man. I was going to say, what is everybody talking about? No more Dragon Milk pop-up. Listen, if there happened to be a Dragon Milk pop-up, I'm not going to not go there, you know. 1 hour, 20 minutes, according to the Discord. Oh, yeah. Well, there you go. Yeah, good luck with that, Samuel. We're all, you know, we're all rooting for you and your assets. All right, let's continue where we left off. It's for the ladies? Nah, Ikebukuro's fun, man. Oh, there's even some retro games. Because why not? Bye. You got this, bro. You got this. All right. Let's get to the train station. I always wonder what goes on in some of these nightclubs. I've only been to 1 or 2 nightclubs in Shibuya, and it wasn't really for me. I always wonder what goes on in some of the other ones. You just had Shake Shack? I just realized I haven't had Shake Shack in a very long time. Yeah, the sandwiches today. I had one egg salad sandwich, and then I was like, I gotta go get some more snacky snacks. But we didn't really find anything. The thing about it is, most of the snacks here in Shibuya, they're not that great, and they're overpriced, and they're touristy. Like the smash burger that we had over there, it was okay, but it wasn't like 2,000-3,000 yen okay. That's like a lot for a meal in Japan. I guess it's okay in Shibuya. Pokemaster with the super chat. Appreciate you, man.
It's a must-have for me if I ever get to visit.
I agree.
So much cool stuff in Sunshine.
Hell yeah, man. Yeah, you're right. Sunshine City is so cool. Just for the Pokemon Center, it's worth it. But you gotta go on like, I don't know, man. Maybe like a Tuesday morning. In order to not, you know what I mean? You gotta go like a Tuesday, Wednesday morning right after it opened or something like that. Like you gotta, you know what I mean? You can't just go at the times that I do this because it's kind of wild. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat, bro. Appreciate it. Shake Shack is decent. It's actually one of the better burgers for me. I really like Shake Shack. I just don't like, it's like Five Guys. Like, I just don't like paying $30 every time I get a burger. It's not that good. It never is. Like In-N-Out. Is In-N-Out also expensive? That ruins my illusion. I thought In-N-Out was like an affordable one. I like In-N-Out more. Well, I've never had In-N-Out because In-N-Out is only in Japan like once a year. So like, you know. Mid as fuck since the pandemic. Well, In-N-Out does this thing where they come to Japan once a year and they'll have like a pop-up. And the line is literally like 10 hours. Like it starts in the morning and people start lining up the day before. And then it's like this whole thing. And then by the end of the day, In-N-Out is everyone gets like one burger. And it took them like 8 hours to wait. But for some reason, people are okay with that. I don't know if I'll ever do that outside of like content. Which, you know, because it sounds funny, but you want to go to Japan with In-N-Out stuff to sell? I don't think you're allowed to bring meat on an airplane, no? That's the whole point. But that's one of the reasons I, you know, haven't had In-N-Out ever. I would love to. But like every person that's nostalgic for In-N-Out in Japan literally travels to Tokyo for these pop-ups. It's kind of crazy. It always makes the news because there's always just way too many people. Is this Milky Puff? Hey, Milky.
Oh, hi, Pim. How are you? Long time no see.
It's been so long. I hope you're well.
I'm pretty good.
Yeah?
Look at you. You got a beard and everything.
Yeah, well, I've been married for a long time now.
That's what happened?
Yeah, that's what happens. I became a dad. I like your outfit. You're all Christmassy. Look at that. This is Milky Puff.
Yeah, can I get a shout out?
I don't know if my current audience knows you because it's been like a year. I took like a year off from streaming. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah,
And you're
yeah.
back at it?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Thank Destiny. I started doing collabs with Destiny.
Oh, and then you started streaming?
Started streaming again, yeah.
Oh, that's
It's
good.
good, yeah. It's been so long. I
It's
miss
good
you.
to see you.
Miss you guys, yeah. Hi guys, what's up everybody? Don't go to the Tales of Fantasia exhibit.
Why?
I got kicked out and the lady asked me to delete all my footage.
Oh, shit.
I did, but I wasn't happy about it.
I mean, yeah. Wait, what was it called? The Tales of what?
That's it, the Tales of... There's a series of games called Tales of...
Oh, I see.
Yeah, there's a whole... They've been here for 30 years. Oh, people know it. This is Milky Puff. You don't stream on YouTube, do you?
No, I don't.
She's on Twitch. Have you ever had In-N-Out?
Yeah,
No?
I have.
Yeah, but it's not good. Look at your... we were just rating it because you know how there's like a line that's like a whole like day long?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't understand why. Do you like it?
In-N-Out?
Yeah.
I haven't had it.
Oh.
So it's like, you know. Yeah. All right, Milky, I'm gonna leave you to it.
Take care.
It was nice seeing you again. Bye bye. Tell her to stream on YouTube. Yeah. Ah, that was an old friend of the stream. And by old, I mean like 3 years ago. I didn't know she was still doing IRL like that. That was nice. If you ever see IRL, you want me to get in a shirt? Well, I don't know if it's good or not. You know what I mean? Anyway, give a shout out to Milky Puff. I'll do it myself. I don't know if my mods are on. Shout out Milky Puff. She's a friend of Ayumi's as well. Part of the class of 2021 of Tokyo streamers. Her yeah, she really didn't like In-N-Out. I was, do you like In-N-Out? And she was like, no. I've had it, but it's kind of ass. Well, that's fair. I know she goes to America a lot, so she would know. This definitely rated In-N-Out with precision. Is it really that bad? Because like people really stand in line for like a whole day and a half just to get In-N-Out. You go to In-N-Out this weekend, document it, do it. Tell us how mid or how not mid it is. Just so you can see the experience. Yeah. The line is real. Is the line real in the US too? What about Whataburger? Jay from the Game Chasers always takes people to Whataburger. I think that's from Texas, right? You gotta get animal style? Okay, is that a thing that they have on the menu, or are you just being weird? Gotta be careful because no one. This is the thing about this. You see how everybody's like, including me, they're all like filming the crosswalk, right? Just so nobody looks at where they're walking. So if you're not careful, you're gonna knock into like 20 people on the way to the other side. Now the other part is, here's what's funny. I gotta take the Yamanote line from Shibuya Station, which is gonna be absolute ass with cheese and onions. Yelling man. Crazy guy yelling is like an international thing, even in Japan. Any city has crazy guy yelling, isn't it? Yeah? It's 15 minutes. I don't know if I want to do this. I'm gonna maybe not do this. Because what are the other options? How do I get to Ikebukuro from here, guys? We're gonna... Is there like a subway? There's the Shonan Shinjuku line. Fukutoshin line. What if we just walk for a little bit and then take a train? What if we just go for a walk and then we're going to take a train a couple stations over because it's... This just doesn't look like a good idea, dude. This is kind of insane. Like the amount of people on that train. Because then we get to see Harajuku anyway. Good job, Pim. Yeah. You're right. Walking to get sounds fun anyway, for sure. Yeah. It's 2 hours, so we're not gonna walk the entire way. Sorry, man. Because that train was just not happening. Hey, whatever you do, don't go to the Tales of Eternia exhibit. I mean, honestly, dude, if you like the games and you have 2,000 yen to burn, going to the Tales of exhibit isn't the worst thing in the world. They did have them all lined up, and it was kind of fun to see everything. And if you're not streaming, you don't have the issues that I have, right? I haven't seen Milky in like 3 years. That's the first thing I say to her. That comment, pure confusion. Yeah. I mean, she knows me. She knows what I'm like. I have a lot of tales to talk about now. She was like, all right. I wasn't going to go to that shit anyway. Listen, man, I like to look out for my fellow, you know? Sonder, oh, you were talking about that, yeah. Sonder, never meeting strangers you see on the... Yeah, because unless you know someone specifically, you're just never going to see any of these people ever again, you know? It's not a bad thing. It's like, if you once you realize it, they wouldn't kick her out. Yeah. She has that privilege. Only man bun shoulder cam guys. Could have gone Biodome for 20K. You mean 2K? 20K would have been insane, dude. I would have actually thrown a fit if it was 20K. I would have like asked a refund at the end of that thing if it was 20K, dude. Talking about 20K. It was 2K, which is like right at the edge of, all right, you know, we got a little bit of content out of it.
What's up?
We were watching this dating show. It's called Badly in Love, something like that. It's on Netflix right now. It's about like all these ex-motorcycle gang guys that they're on a dating show, so they got to date someone, but they're all like these like super like thug life like gangster guys, and then the girls are also these like bad girls, you know. And like scene one, they just get into a fight. It's really good. I highly recommend it. It's on Netflix right now, or on, you know, Bimflix. I think it's called Badly in Love. It's like Terrace House too, because it's like Japanese, right? So they immediately lock them all. It's in this old school, so they live together for like a week. They got Christmas songs at the Pasela. Man, what a busy day. You think like for a Monday, right? There's not even that many tourists. It's just like, there's just a lot of people on Monday. But I think a lot of people have holiday by now. I'm guessing. If it was like a battle royale. No, it's not like about a skull, but they're like these Yankee Bosozoku type guys and girls, and it's really good. They're like host club owners, and one's a rapper and one's a construction worker, and they all got like full tattoos and stuff. It's not the kind of stuff that you see on Japanese TV, because Japanese TV is like super filtered, right? So it's a pretty good unfiltered look into that world. They don't hold back. School's out, I guess. Yeah, definitely, dude. Sounds like the village people. This, of all these guys, this guy's always my favorite because he's like holding up the sign. It's just one of those things you notice when you walk here a lot. This has been around here for a while. The guy's like holding up the sign and shit. Start to notice the specific little dudes. Anyway, it's called Badly in Love. I don't know how to explain this for people that don't like Bosozoku culture. If you ever been to a Japanese car meet, car show, those are the kind of guys that would hang out there. They're all ex-motorcycle gangs full of tattoos, and they're really rough around the edges, which is cool because most like Terrace House, everyone's like a model or like an Instagram or a celebrity person. Winter Vacation, I think it's both, man. Winter Vacation is either gonna start or it just started and people are just like doing their thing, you know? Gucci stuff. What is this? Versace? Gucci? Louis? Louis Vuitton. Alright. If everything goes according to plan, we can dig into... Well, I gotta go to the bathroom because I still haven't done that. And then we're gonna go to a Subway, and then we're gonna go. It'll be good. Promise you. Mine starts next week. What is finals again, by the way, for someone that's not familiar with the American school system? Could you guys tell me what finals is? Because like, first of all, I didn't finish high school. Second of all, when I went to college, I had to write a paper. What do you call that? An essay, a paper? Like a research thing at the end, and that determined if I graduated. The last exams of the term. Oh, we have that. It's just called differently in other. We have that. Yeah. It's not like. Yeah. No, I get it. It's just something like that. And then if you're what? You go to regionals? What does that mean? What do you mean? Americans and your wacky school systems? Haven't been to school in years? Yeah, do you guys still wake up and it's like, oh, I gotta go to school. And it's like, you're an adult. Sometimes I have that too. I wake up and it's like, oh, I really don't want to go to work today. And then it's like, oh wait, I don't do that anymore. Or school. It's weird. It's one of those like timings that you've just baked into your system, you know? And then all of a sudden, it's still in there. Every now and again. Yeah. PTSD. What up, Colleen? Alright, quick break, boys. I gotta go to the bathroom. That part you really can't stream, but mostly that's a Twitch rule. I don't think it's like an actual Oh, there might be a law, actually. Never mind. You're definitely not allowed to stream in bathrooms. I'll be right back. See you guys in a second. It's gonna be great. You don't want to miss the second. We back? What up, everybody? We got a whole bunch of new and old avatars that are back. You gotta be a part of the chat though. You gotta start chatting in order to have a avatar. It was getting too much. People weren't finding their avatars. So we're back to the old system. So there's a lot less. But unless you're an active chatter, you can do whatever. You can just do slots or whatever. You don't have to chat. But it's an incentive to be active. Your EV gone? It might still be there. If you go to the dashboard on Twitch, not the dashboard, if you go to my About section on Twitch, if you find it, you should be able to change your stuff through the thing. There's also commands, but I don't know. If you're on Twitch and on a computer, you should be able to change your avatar. There's still a Kangol shop. Damn. That still exists. Your EV is gone. Buy some Kangol, Samuel L. Jackson. So, the one cool thing about the P. Diddy documentary is how many old-fashioned things there are in there. Because the footage, some of the footage goes back a lot, right? So it's like a whole thing. All the Kangol and the Sean John. Good morning from your biggest fan. Aw. I don't know, man. Who's my biggest fan? Do I even have fans? 25 consecutives though, that's pretty big. I like to think of my viewers as viewers, not fans. Fans is so creepy. It's like I don't really do anything to warrant having fans. Like I wouldn't, you know. Also, you probably weren't serious, but still. Oh, Lily is your biggest fan? No, she just tolerates my presence and expects Chimkin to be disposed out of me at any and all times. She also gets weird when I'm not around. That part's true. Well, I think it's the reliance on chicken. It's really all about the chicken. We are fans in a way that our lovely chat likes cooling, like a cooling breeze for him. I mean, that's one way to put that out there. They still have this Chainsaw Man exhibit. It's been here for a while now. We don't compare to sausage. No, I'm her biggest fan, but it's just, you know, it's the whole thing, man. We're just, you know, you read some of these stories sometimes when a person, you know, they die or they get a heart attack and their dog just kind of like, you know, it's because of their dog that they were rescued. Their dog barks and gets help, or like Lassie or whatever. And every time we read that, Ayumi and me are both like, look, Lily would just never do that. Lily would 100% never. Also, your hellos played in a toilet, by the way, but I didn't appreciate that. Lily would never do that. Like, she would just kind of like, all right, who else is going to dispose chicken? It's just one of those things, man. It's like a cat in dog form. It's her world. We just get to live in it. Lily would return to her box and sleep. Nah, she'd come out when it's time for more chicken though. She would definitely come out when it's time for more chicken. Alright. Let's see if we can take a better train from here. Because, like, you know, it's pretty close. Yeah. If we can just take this line, that we should be there. Oh no, we should take that line a lot. Wow, the Labubu line is so short. Dude, now's your chance. Go get your Labubu. It's only like an hour long. Damn. Tales of Labubu. I was gonna say maybe they let you film inside, but no, we've actually also been kicked out of the Labubu stuff. That was one of the most notorious ones. How is Labubu still a thing? Listen, I don't question certain stuff. You know, it just is what it is, man. It finally caught up to him. Yeah. Nuisance Labubu streamer. He had to delete the VOD. It was that bad? No, that clip's still out there. I don't know where it is or who made it. It's still out there. Those stores just kick you out? Yeah. No, I've never had to like actually, you know, like this one, this was a first. You hear Pilsia music? What is that? Dude, I haven't taken this line in so long. Do I have enough of my thing? I'm 2,000 yen lighter. Absolutely nothing to show for it. Kutoshin. You always miss that stuff? Yeah, the lady, she had a stroke. She flipped out, man. She was like, not on my watch. And I was like, all right, my bad. And then I left and nothing else happened. See, this is what I mean. You know, this is why my channel is so small, because we just, you know, we just walk away from the, you know, we could have made a hissy fit and gone viral. It wouldn't have looked good, but damn it, people would have known about my channel. Yeah, we're good. It's only a short distance. At least it's not like Shibuya, man. Normally when I go to places like Ikebukuro, I don't do the train rides because, well, now you know why. It's kind of busy. Forever be known as the Tales of Susan's Dreamer. Provoking shrugs. Yeah. What are you gonna do? Forever lost in mediocrity for following rules. Can we take the rapid one? Oh yeah, we can just take this one, man. And then it's like super quick. We're lucky, we got a quick train. We're not even humiliating it for clicks. Yeah. Unfortunately, chat. Unfortunately.
黄色いブロックの内側でお待ちください。ホームドアから手や顔を出したり、もたれかかるのはおやめください。停車駅は新宿3丁目、池袋、小竹の貝原です。この電車は小竹の貝原から先、西武線内が
Our culture is not his costume. Tom Brady's Pokemon shop? Wait, isn't Tom Brady like an athlete? What do you mean Tom Brady's Pokemon shop?
This train is the F-Liner Express.
Card Vault by Tom Brady. Isn't he an NFL player? That's too much money. Sounds like he's trying to make more money.
arriving at Shinjuku Sanchō-en, F13. The next stop after Shinjuku Sanchō-en is Ikebukuro. この電車はリフライナー急行です。次は池袋に停まります。This train is the F-Liner Express. The next stop is 池袋。
ドアが閉まります。荷物を
池袋の次は小竹向
We're here, boys. We made it. Rig? How do I take away Woktu's gold? Is there a command that I can just override all of his gold? I bet you there is. Steal all. It's not working, chat. We should appropriate gold and share it with everyone. Okay, Che Guevara. He's a vindictive god. It's called a tax. What if that just gives you tax and now I'm out more? It's not like this is all just free and it doesn't really matter anyway. Did you really just propose communism in my chat with the gold system? This is what you call a dictatorship, all right? This isn't a... All right. Oh, I got shocked by the thing. Let's get out. Oh, this is that long tunnel underneath Ikebukuro. It's like a whole thing. Chat rise. Sometimes you guys get to vote, but I only do that so it's like the illusion of democracy. You know. That's so you guys can feel a little Al-Hadin. That movie, did you guys ever see The Dictator? From the guy that did Borat? That movie 100% went over my head, man. That movie 100% went over my head. Finally, a good use for your gold. There are other ways that you can use it, because there's like... Last time I let Diesel take over, there was a whole RPG boss battle, and everyone in chat had a turn, and I guess you could use gold to fight it, and I have no idea what was happening with it. Why? Because I was like 10 years old when that movie came out, and I didn't get it. I thought it was just going to be like funny, haha, Borat. Also, I didn't know Borat was like not staged. It was staged, but I didn't know like the people weren't actors. Like Borat, Ali G. I guess I don't know if Ali G was more like a fun movie, and I just liked the guy, right? So I saw Borat, and I thought it was like a funny movie. It wasn't until later that I found out that the whole thing is just one big political commentary / comedy. 2012? Okay. Did The Dictator really come out in 2012? Still, I didn't... no, The Dictator, that was like Bruno. Also, I didn't like The Dictator. It wasn't that fun. Ali G show? I also didn't know that was like a TV show. The TV show sounded like, I don't know, that whole the whole point of what was his name, Sacha Baron Cohen did, that whole point of what he was trying to achieve kind of went over my head. Now everything makes sense. Dude, there's just like another JoJo pop up here. Sort of. Oh no, it's just a vending machine. Okay. Did we already get out of the gate, or is this just a mall? Dude, the size of these stations always get me, man. Now everything makes sense. You gotta chill. What up? Please buy me a sub. The plan is that you buy someone else's sub to pay it forward. I do miss these kind of things. This is an official Pokemon vending machine. It's not like the scammy ones. And you can just buy like exclusive merch. And it's not as fun anymore as it used to be. But there used to be like a whole like Pokemon trading card vending machine exclusive set basically that you could only get from vending machines. I don't know if there's vending machine exclusive cards anymore. They weren't that fancy as that vending machine, but is this Tony Hawk? Oh, it's Xbox. Yeah, so it is. And they kind of don't do that anymore, do they? Okay. I suppose we're already outside of the... Is this the exit? No, this is the entrance. Holy shit. I just forgot that we checked out of the thing. And now we gotta get out of here. I am hungry though. That sandwich was just like fun, but it wasn't like enough. Oh no, guys. Okay, I can actually show what the whole exhibition was. It was literally this. It was just a bunch of really big posters. They didn't have anything related to this card game though. But it was this. It literally, those of you that have seen it, this was it. So you really didn't, miss anything. This is apparently, this is what I meant. This is from Bushi Road. And I guess they're just collaborating on a new card game, which is fair. Time for some burger, Rooney. You read my mind. But yeah, it was literally just this, and it wasn't even that much. The one thing that I did like, and I wasn't able to film that because it had a no filming sign, but they had a wall with every Tales of Fantasia game on that wall. And it was quite a bit. Like, I didn't even know there was a DS game. We gotta delete the font again? No. This is a public space. They got a whole bunch of Pokemon stuff out here. Look at this. This whole wall is made out of Pokemon cards. Lots of new trading card games? Yeah, man. Look at this. They're actual size too, but they're not real. They are. No, they're not. It's a print. And you can just buy stuff at the card machine. It's kind of cool. That lady randomly comes out the corner and starts flipping out again. Excuse me, what the... How many times do we gotta tell you, old man? And then they just... So this part is always fun. There's always pop-up shops in this train station. That's why I wanted to go to the middle of it before we go out. Pretending like I'm not lost. This is a bunch of Chikawa things. Any big Chikawa fans? Surprised there's not a line out the door for this one. This is nice. I don't know if is this like an anime or like what is this? It's very popular. That's what it is. Magical Chikawa. Someone get Jaden Animations on the call for the Chikawa merch. Who is that? And what is this? I know that this is like the most popular thing ever, but like I don't know what it is. It's something. Nihongo Josen Naruhodo. She actually, the lady, she was like, yeah, you gotta delete the footage, and I hit her with the Naruhodo, and she was like, no, not Naruhodo, you gotta do it, bro. I was like, oh, is that so? And she's like, what do you mean is that so, dude? You can't. Flipped out even more. When she started radioing for backup, that's when I know it was over. It's so over, boys. What is happening to Japan? She got so mad with them. She really did. But I also didn't really... I just kind of agreed with her just to fuck off. But once I figured out what she was actually saying, all systems, all bets were off. Where's the clip? Nah, it's lost media, bro. You gotta be here. If you want to get all the controversial, you know, juicy, you gotta just be here, man. You can't just, you know. There's no clip. She was very specific not to make any clips. Who makes the Tales of games? I don't know, man. Whoever it is, they don't like cameras. Can a guy be disappointed for spending 2,000? Tales of Naruto. See, the thing about it is like, right? I was thinking about it on the way over here on the train. I got no issue when people don't like you to film or take pictures in the place. But why the difference? Why is... I still, to this day, I never got that. Like, why are you okay with one of them? And why are you not okay with the other one? Like, why is filming the one where you draw the line? But pictures is totally fine. Because, like... You know, like every year we get the Mother exhibition, right? And last couple of years it was like the Secrets of Mother 2. And that I'm totally fine with. Like if you're just not allowed anyone to take any pictures in there because you want to protect the IP and you're publishing a book and that's how you guys make money, that's fine. But why is specifically... The worst part is when it's like, yeah, you're allowed to film, but you can't live stream. And it's like, well, I'm not going to lie, because that would be kind of a dick move. So if you spoil the scale of the exhibition, I mean, I guess. Considering, I don't think there's a lot of people buying the Tales games. Maybe they got to make money somehow. The Heisei one in the same place. That's my thing, and I should my fault is I should have asked this time. But with the Heisei one, I thoroughly asked, and the lady was like, "Yeah, man, you go ahead, bro, have fun." Just certain small areas you weren't allowed to take a picture, which we did. But it's not up to the building or the venue; it's different organizations. I don't know. I don't know what the reason is behind it. I'm guessing everybody has their own opinions and reasoning, and I guess that part is fair. You know? But I've never had someone flip out this much. It was wild. Anyway, now Milky Puff, who has never even heard of the Tales of series, is also aware of. Good Lord. Welcome to the 4 a.m. laundry stream, everybody, where everything is made up and the points don't matter. We do have some fun on this channel, don't we? Hey, how about we go to that big ass toy store with the Gundams? They recently put out the gacha upside again, which they didn't for a while. Also, Ikebukuro is so much better for snacks. That was a free PSA for Milky. Listen, I'm a public servant, chat. It just depends on which public. I'm a man of the people, the Naruhodo Dutchman. Naruhodo got me out of a lot of situations in my defense. Like, oh. And what do you mean, oh? It's just, this was that one specific situation where I guess you're not supposed to say that. Anyway, at the end of the day, we learned an important lesson. I got to figure out which lesson it was, but we did. I wonder if they would stop you if you had meta glasses. You bring up a good point. I actually don't like the meta glasses for that reason, because I do, even though I am an IRL streamer, and a lot of people, like, all jokes aside, right? Let's be serious for a little minute here. I don't like these things. And I know that may sound hypocritical, because I am an IRL streamer and I make my money out of filming public spaces and showing you guys cool things from these public spaces. You know what I mean? Like, I know how hypocritical that sounds, but sometimes it's very, very, very creepy. Like, I'll watch some of these Instagram reels that are filmed with the meta glasses, and these people have no idea that they're being filmed. You know what I mean? Like, the camera's on my shoulder and it's super obvious. Like, that lady, she came up to us for a reason, because she saw that I was filming, and I don't try to hide that. It leads to awkward situations, but hey, if they don't want to be filmed, I'm gonna respect that. And you got these little glasses on that are just doing the same thing. I feel like, you know what I mean? You should at least give people the option to move away from your camera when you're filming in a public space, especially when you're going up to people and you're talking to them and you're clearly making them the butt of a joke. I don't like that. I don't like where that is going. Like, you know, I'm filming. If someone comes up to my shit and says, delete the footage, I don't want to be filmed, as you clearly have seen today, I'm happy to oblige with that. You know, even though it's live, you have a certain amount of control of what happens to your footage. But I don't know, man. People get so touchy, makes them hidden filming glasses worse. Because this is where it's gonna go. It's gonna get to the point, rightfully so, in some situations, where people are gonna get freaked out. Because now nobody is gonna allow filming everywhere, because too many people have done, you know, they're like undercover filming basically, which is so much worse. That lady had a living to make. Yeah, no worry. We're past the lady. Don't worry about the lady. She's fine. She'll get over it. The venue will also get over it. I'm probably banned from the Tales experiences in the future, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But yeah, those meta glasses and stuff, I know they have a little light whenever you're filming, but a lot of people just don't know what that is. Like, I saw one lady and she actually noticed how weird it was. She went to a cooking class and she filmed the whole thing on her meta glasses. And she wasn't a big creator or anything, but she was like, yeah, I looked at the footage and everybody is clearly very, very uncomfortable every time I started filming, because they didn't, you know, it's not like it's a public space. This was a private venue, a private class. You can't just do that. Is Pim Gand again? No, we're fine. That was a joke. Hello, Jungle Jack. But I'm saying, these things, you know, it's a slippery slope. It takes one or two incidents to just as we've noticed with the entirety of Japan in live streaming, it takes one little situation, one incident to go viral. Now you got politicians making up rules that don't understand anything. There you go. You gotcha, Brit, when you care enough? I don't care this much about the Tales series of video games, to be perfectly honest. Alright. We're at the main street of Ikebukuro. Let's see if we can get a good sandwich. You know what? What if we get a little burger at Lotte? They got a bootleg McRib. I haven't had that in a while. Wait, is that where we are? Shit, I'm lost. It's across the street. Damn. That station really put us in an area where I wasn't familiar with. It's true anywhere, more true in Japan. They tend to make broad rules. We'll see where that goes. Ultimately, I don't care that much about it. But these are things that I do think about sometimes. You just finished eating 2 McRibs from McDonald's? Well, we don't have this privilege in Japan. We got to do with the bootleg one from Lotteria, which isn't even called Lotteria in most places because they bought the thing. They're going to ban cameras? I don't think so. I mean, they already did. That was the whole point of the thing. Welcome to Monday, everybody. How's everybody doing? You guys had a good... I guess it's technically still weekend for some of you, huh? Also, update on my server. It might be a network issue. It might be a network adapter issue. So I'm using a different one. Luckily, there's 3 on the board. It's back to work day again. Had a rough weekend. Thunderdome weekend. Is there still Thunderdome? Didn't they have like the final Thunderdome, which I missed for I don't remember what reason, but I do regret not going to that one. Thunderdome. They had one though, right? I'll get a McRib later though. Here. Well, we've been doing them for like 5 or 6 years. Did they just restart it? But like, what's Thunderdome like these days? Because, so for those of you who don't know, the Thunderdome is like the biggest like hardcore, Dutch hardcore EDM type festival that they used to have. But everyone is like way over 30, right? So how is the general Thunderdome audience these days? Is it just a bunch of 30-year-olds standing around going, yeah, this is awesome? It's kind of, you know, like concerts of older bands. There's not really a mosh pit. We're just all kind of standing around. Like, we like it, but we also, our feet hurt. Was on over the weekend? I don't think a lot of young people are into that anymore. Maybe. You never know. We rebooted 6 years this edition. We fucked up audience 1860. 45k people. 45k people! When you say we, are you helping organize this event? That's crazy. I take it back. No, there's heaps of mixed crowds. From what I understand in Instagram, the whole hardcore scene is kind of making a comeback, right? With the youngsters. All the Zoomers are starting to... It's not like Kung Fu Mosh Pit hardcore, by the way. It's a different hardcore. I know, it's a big difference. Alright, first thing first, where do we... Let's make a plan. I'm thinking we go to Sunshine City for a little bit. Because why not? Thunderdome is one of the events we organize. Oh! That sounds interesting. Let's go check out the Ikebukuro Book Off to see what they have. Stiff jaws. No, they don't. The Zoomers don't do that. That's definitely our generation. It's not really safe to engage in those activities anymore these days. The beautiful days of the blue Mitsubishis are behind us, unfortunately. The Zoomers are more into TikTok dancing and stuff. Wait, you can't enter it with a pet? Dude, look at this intimidating ass dog. Like, no dog in Japan. Dogs are like this size. And they're like, you can't enter with the pet. And it's like this silhouette of a crazy Doberman. Sorry, boss. There's a Wi-Fi 6 modem. How much is this? 2,300 yen for a Wi-Fi 6 modem? Ah. We don't have Wi-Fi 6. I am saving up for a nice 10G modem, but it's going to be expensive. Why is there Switch games here? They're all discounted. No wolves in the building? What about your hamsters? It says no pets. So even though it was a picture of a Doberman. Also, they're all winning post. No wonder. It's all keys on the dance floor. I do miss doing those kind of things, but... Wow, 14,000 yen for a Game Boy Color. What a deal. You know, they wouldn't ask that if people didn't buy it, so... What is a good Switch game? Maybe Switch 2 that people are playing recently. 1942 at 7K is decent. It's not good, but it's decent. Oh, sorry, boss. Sumimasen. Get in there, boys. There you go. There's some wild games. This is a Bomberman beat-em-up with the figure. I never see this with the figure. Area 88. Buy it? No, I will not. Yeah, 13,000 for the Super Famicom Mini. This is literally like double. It's hard because we go to all the way to Chiba on the weekends, right? And we come all the way back here, and then the contrast is startling. Costs more than when they come out. That's usually my rule for games. It's when the price is more than what it was at retail, I usually tap out. Wow, look at that. There's a Famicom Power Rangers game. I do remember there was a really good Power Rangers game on the NES. It was a beat 'em up. I don't know what this is. I've never seen this game before, but it's by Squaresoft. Can't even read that. Been playing stuff on and off on your Switch too, but what stuff? See, some of these are... Nah, it's still 1,500. It's still... Then nobody cares for these games. That's why they're still cheap. Nah. They do have a lot. I really do think some of the smaller hard-offs in the countryside, they just ship stuff off to here to make more of a profit. And they do have a lot though. Look at all it is. What are we doing on Mega Man? Damn, we literally bought this yesterday for 500 yen. Game Boy Color at $70. Dude, even in Japan, there was like a time where these things, like, even in these city stores, that Game Boys, like, they couldn't give them away, man. What is My Garden? Why is it 7,000 yen? It's like a little garden simulator. Elfin Paradise. Whoa, they go to the beach. Hell yeah, man. Look at all the voice actors and then this guy. It's a visual novel, right? Yep, there's a bedroom. Dude, they're all elves. You're the only guy. I gotta look that one up. That looks interesting. I bet you can find that cheaper. They keep getting like new stuff here, which means, I mean, I guess they're selling. Pro wrestling, pro wrestling. The next Tetris. If we would find a selection like this in the countryside, it would be like striking gold because prices would be so crazy. Bet. It's one of those interesting games. It's literally Nintendogs. Before Nintendogs, right? That came out before the... These are all the boxeroni. Tap Gun. Hi, Trish. There's a Shogun on the Famicom? You mean like the board game? Dude, that's exactly what this is. Look at that. It's like a little board game. It's like Shogun Total War, but then without the, you know, graphics or tactics. It's just like an RPG type game. This has to be a not terrible game. Tiny Toons. Look at all these Game Boy games, man. Final Fantasy VI. Again, the Kanji Boy. Apparently this is like some rare, sought-after game. It's only 4,000 yen here, but I've seen it go for as much as 9,000. Sorry. Might be a crazy score. 14K is crazy for a GBA. Bro, I got one for 1,000 yen. It was super. I'm gonna definitely try, because like 1,000, even during the pandemic and before the pandemic, in a lot of places, junk GBAs were like a solid 2,000 yen. They were always more than Game Boys. They were never 500 yen or anything. So even 1,000 yen is pretty, you know. Oh, this is that one game that we found that's like the craziest thing that Baka would probably like. This is a pachinko data card. It's not a pachinko video game. It connects to the printer too. This is literally like a spreadsheet type program where you can log all of your wins and losses from a certain pachinko machine, and it would calculate the odds, so you would know if that was a good machine or not. This is literally just like a pachinko companion, which is insane, right? That pachinko was that big. It still is, but... Oh, this is a Crush Dragon Quest. There's another Doraemon. What's up, Monsoon? How you doing, brother? Welcome to the stream. Hello, everybody. Oh, no. Oh, that's right. There is one Tales game on the Game Boy. For surprisingly, this was nowhere to be found in the thing. You guys couldn't have known. We're gonna go to jail for filming this cart, by the way, but there was no Tales of Game Boy game nowhere to be found. They skipped over it. They went straight from Super Famicom to the PlayStation 2. which I guess they're not too proud of this one. Maybe it's just like a spin-off or something that they don't care to mention. But for something that was called The Complete History of Tales of, there were surprisingly many missing entries. She's gonna have a stroke. Alright, some PS3 Diddy games. Alright, she's in the bath and doing things. What is this? Power Smash. There's a Power Smash for the PlayStation 3. I know Power Smash on the Dreamcast is decent. Doesn't beat Mario Tennis though. Spent all day editing the car show you shot yesterday? Hell yeah, man. Which car show did you go to? I went to one yesterday too. It was honestly pretty fun. I didn't expect a lot from the Itasha thing, but yeah, no, we're gonna go to more of those later. Metal Slug. Star Ocean. 3 consecutives, baby. But about the Tales of Fantasia games, what did you guys say? Eternia is the best one? I kind of want to try the Super Famicom one because it's a 2D RPG, right? That I've never played. So it's kind of nice to have a complete new experience. It's also never cheap. It's like the one Tales game that's like not 200 yen. It's the Super Famicom one. And Aussie cars? Hell yeah, man. Why is there a 5,000 yen Ghost of Yotei? Oh, it's just the covers? I was going to say a 5,000 yen PS5 is a hell of a deal. Absolutely Eternia. That was like the first PS2 one, right? The PS1 ones graphically don't look terrible, but... The SNES one was released on a GBA. That's right. That was the first time it came out, right? It was the GBA port. No, because the oh man, no. I think the PS1 also came out in the West. I own like 7 or 8 Tales game. Only ever played Symphonia. I used to own them all. I think I gave them back to like one of the Surugai. I used to own a ton of them, just because they were cheap, and it was like one day I'll play them, but definitely won't. I think I still have like some of the PS1 games because they're nice. According to the expo, it was also like definitely a big whatchamacallit. According to the expo, it was also a big anime series. Destiny 2. Shining Holidays. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have a bunch of holiday things happening. Wait, you can go to Sunshine City underground? I've always crossed the street like a pleb. We can just go in here. Let's try it. You're a bit wasted having fun watching? Hell yeah, dude. Tales of Destiny 2 in the original version was a banger. Yeah, they look good. It's one of those 2D, 3D combining games like Grandia, right? At least that's what it looked like to me. Dude, I've never been here. I hope we can keep a connection down here. Sandrio Cafe? Yeah, we're not going to do that. We're a fancy tunnel channel now? Something like that. Oh, they do. Look at this. go to the human transporter. Yeah, automatic IRL walking stream. Look at that. Imagine if this was just my stream. I would just like stand there. Oh no, what the hell is this, dude? Stupid. Oh. This is the one with the aquarium? Yeah, but the aquarium is like pretty far. There's a lot of anime stuff on these posters. Going back to the Chikawa, one of the VTubers you ran into at Comic-Con is obsessed. Yeah, I follow Henya now. You know, big VTuber fan now. Tornado. Oh, you can just walk. Tales of Stupid Conan. Might as well be. Unfortunately, the Conan stuff, you're allowed to film it. So we constantly run into it. Whoa, there's a Kua. I knew here. I didn't know that. It's all the way down here. Look at it. You got a Monterey Jack Cheese Bacon Burger. It's definitely not burger time yet, but look at that. Dude. Smoked Monterey Cheddar. And then smoked bacon burger. Look at this. Dude. Okay, so apparently I've actually never been to this aquarium. I've been to some random ass aquarium in Shinjuku, but not this one. Does this just go into the mall? I'm already lost, and I'm just like barely into this place. That's a 4 a.m. laundry endorsed restaurant, man, for sure. Thanks, nature. Yeah. Thanks, nature. Oh, it's a bunch of dogs and a guy. Fun days living with pet. Oh, it's a pet shop. That makes sense. Please do not touch. What is this? Oh, this is just commercials for your things. Oh, there's a Marvel store. I forgot. And then there's all the Pokemon ones. Haven't been to the Mugiwara store in a while. Mini micro pig house. I don't want to support the pig cafe because it's kind of sad. But I do like how. Does this open? Whoa, it does. I do like how this place always just looks like Minecraft. I don't know if that's on purpose because Minecraft has little pigs. It definitely is. You know, it's a bunch of pigs. But I mean, you know, micro pig, they're not that small. I also never see like people other than tourists go in here. But I do like their aesthetic. It's definitely intentional, right? Do they make them bacon after they serve their ewes? That's kind of where I'm going with that. I don't like to support the monetization of animals unless it's a rescue center, you know what I mean? I also really, really, really like bacon, so. You know, we got that going for us. I wouldn't be able to, you know, live with myself. That's definitely a moral dilemma. Don't make the things that I eat cute. We gotta draw a line, man. So it was a good one. Which Pokemon, if they were real, right, would be the tastiest? I always ask myself that. Slowpoke tail is apparently a delicacy in the first Pokemon, but they kind of stopped that train of thought after the first one. Yeah, the little fire T-pig would just automatically be, you know, he's like self-cooking almost because he's a fire pig thing. Big ass Iron Man. Pikachu? Why? It's a mouse. You know, I feel sorry for the pigs. They're so cute, but they're so delicious. Well, I don't think they eat that one. This is cool. This isn't. Rocket Raccoon. Dude, there's like Marvel watches and jewelry and stuff. That's kind of cool. He does look like taxidermy. Magic carved sashimi. I've heard that one before too. Definitely some doujin about that. This is the original Amazing Fantasy. Introducing Spider-Man. Is this like old Iron Man? It is, isn't it? He used to be really weird. Old Iron Man was kind of goofy. It was literally just like, it was different times, but it wasn't as sleek as how we know it now. Also, I still haven't seen the Fantastic Four. I really should. Considering it's leading up to Doomsday. Which, you know, I like that. I thought this place said Musty Woman. It says Misty Woman. I was like, ugh. What do you mean? I haven't seen a worthy snacky snack either. It's all just giant burgers and whole meals, but a lot of deliveries and stuff. Let's go upstairs. That's where all the cool stuff is anyway. Was a box office bomb, like the other Fantastic Four movies. Yeah, but that doesn't mean it's bad. That's not, you know what I mean? Do you know how many movies were box office bombs and then they turned out to be like really good movies in the end? Is there a food court? Yeah. I don't think it's a food court. There's just a bunch of randomly placed restaurants at the bottom floor. Oh, they do have like a Christmas Pokemon event. That's kind of cool. Fantastic Four was good? Yeah. Pats, thank you for the biddies. Free music. How many modern day Disney movies have been abysmal? I don't know all of them. Can't name a single good one, to be honest. Was the Pokemon shop? No, that was in. Dude, that was a different day. I think that was like Nagoya or something. Tales of Music. It was very loud. That was Monday? No, Monday wasn't a holiday. I gotta say though, these things do kind of blend together every time. They really do. But you are right, maybe. I do remember being at this Pokemon Center and then there was like a giant holiday. It was a while ago though. They're really pushing the new Legends ZA Switch Edition. I guess it'll sell whatever, right? She had to be loud to overpower the waterfall. I think her volume is just loud, but you're right. Aw, there's a holiday Pokemon event. That's nice. That's nice. Security cameras. Look at this guy. What's his name again? Frog Bro. There's Pop Lip. Oh, I like that there's a little shrubbery version of this Pikachu next to it now. You guys feel like it's the holidays yet? Dude, I don't know, man. Seeing a Pokeball in person like this all shiny really makes me think back of the days where I wish this stuff was real. Realistically though, if Pokemon were real, they would just be like animals and it would just be kind of creepy and weird. You know, it wouldn't be nearly as cool as the original Pokemon series makes it out to be. You know damn well it wouldn't be. It would be all monetized and crypto bros would just breed Pokemon into oblivion, and I mean that's actually Team Rocket. Maybe it will, you know. You wanted to eat them? What, Pokemon? Some of them. But some of them legitimately look like they wouldn't taste good. Like nobody eats owls, so I don't think anybody would eat these guys. Team Rocket is basically Crypto Bros. They are trying to steal them all to monetize. I don't know what they're trying to do with them though. Like they're trying to steal them all. Oh, they're done. Oh, it's so high up. Let's go inside. Let's go inside. Death by right? Are there movie theaters in Japan? No. No, not a single one. In fact, there's no movies either in Japan. They just stopped that nonsense. They were like, listen, you deal with reality or you don't. We don't want that crazy stuff in here. That's why they don't let you film in places, because they don't want movies to be made out of them. See, callback humor. That's what we call comedy, baby. Hi. That's how you want to be welcomed. Hi. Hi. Oh, thank you. It's a warm difference. You get a little prison instead of getting yelled at and kicked out. You hear that, Tails? Look at that. I get smiles and wave at the Pokemon Center. And you wonder why I support some games and not other ones. It's considered rude to say, yeah, it is. No, Monsoon, that is just big Hollywood propaganda, bro. There's no movie theaters. Dude, it's actually a Mimikyu with like, it's made from burlap. Which is what I think, what I would imagine Mimikyu would be made of. That's kind of cool. Big ass fluffy. I'll never get tired. I wonder like what their timing is of releasing these things, because there's always new ones. Like every time I come here, there's just like a whole batch of new stuff. which means somewhere there's a giant factory. You're welcome, bro. They don't have the pin. All right, can we? No, I don't think we're gonna find the pin. Is it like towards the end? Just kind of following an employee. Sorry. Just kind of following an employee there for a bit. They're not trending. One thing I like about this whole area is that even the plants outside of the thing, they have like Pokeballs and other stuff on it. Against the not principle. Pretty much, man. It's 40, you're not hungry? I'm kind of starving. But there's too much cool stuff. This has to be like one of the weirdest shit, man. Like when they put Dragonite with angel wings on the top of his head, because he can't fly originally, and they made like a mega evolution that flies. And what were they thinking, man? What's your favorite season of Pokemon? You think mine is the original? It's actually Orange Islands. Because the original ones, I don't know. There's something about Orange Islands. It's complete filler. And the only reason they made it, because it was in between games. So there's a really good ROM hack, where there's officially no games for it. Whoa, how tall am I? You guys can actually see how tall I am now. Wait, am I not? Dude, I'm 194. What do you mean? Look. You see that? Look at that. I think it's cheating. Which Pokemon you want to have a beer with? It's also a good question. Gardevoir. Just for no reason. A Lopunny second. 220 with the bun. You know what's a weird thing that happened to me the other day that I wanted to tell you guys today? I was yesterday after stream, like Sunday. I turned off the stream. I was at the station, right? And the stream was already off. So there was this foreigner, old guy that came out, I think it was like French, he had an accent. He came up to me and he was like, hey man, I don't know what he was saying, but I was like, do you know me? And I thought he was like a viewer or someone that knew who I was that came to say hi. But it wasn't like that at all. It was just, the gist of it was, he just wanted to ask how tall I was, and then, because he was also tall. It was the weirdest thing. He was just blabbering on for a little bit. I can't even explain it. It was so weird. Like, he came up to me and he was like, are you tall? And I was like, yeah, man. And then, bro, I think he just couldn't speak English well. You thought you were Brad Pitt? No. I wish I had the stream on still. I turned off the stream and I was running to my train. I wish I still had it on, because I could have just, shown the guy. But it just, Jesus Christ, man. Typical French? No, I was taller than him, but like, I don't know if he was French. He had like one of those goofy ass European accents that could be from anywhere. Definitely wasn't Spanish. But he just pulled off and he was like, yeah, I'm tall too. Or something along those lines. And then he was like, how tall are you? I was like 194. And then he started going on to a story. He's like, sometimes I'm 194. Sometimes I'm 200. And I'm like, what do you mean sometimes, dude? And he's like, yeah, it goes up and down. Like, this is what he said. I was so confused, Chad. Part of the tall man's club. I swear to God, I was so confused at this guy. He was clearly competing. But it didn't sound, dude. This is new. This is every Tamagotchi. I don't have that first one. I have a couple of these later ones. I don't know what his deal was. Also, this isn't all of them. There's like a whole bunch of spin-offs called Angel Gotchi. And he was checking to see if you... Yeah, no, I don't know what this guy was on about. Tamagotchi ID. There's a lot of them after like 2004 that I just don't know anything about. Tamagotchi Plus Color. So this was the first color one, I guess. Because this is Tamagotchi Plus, which, I don't know, comes with a keychain in 2007. And in 2008, it became color. It sounded like a loser till... He's one of the Fantastic Four. No, he was just like an old guy trying to go to his train. Like, he was a foreigner. But I don't know why he was... It was the weirdest interaction ever. And nothing he said actually made sense. Like, to the point where I thought he was just like a viewer that couldn't speak English well. And this is the one that has Wi-Fi. So this is the first Tamagotchi Uni. And this one has a zoom dial. This is like the latest one. Which, I don't know. I guess you can zoom in. It's kind of cool. Bandai-Namco official. So this is the Tamagotchi shop? Hell yeah, man. Dude, I've never seen these ones on sale. Like these big ass with the zoom dial. Like to this day, they still make the Gen 1 original Tamagotchis. They still just make these with a whole bunch of different skins. I don't know, people watch my stream from all over the world. Like, it could be a lot of things, you know? Also, I always pay homage to the giant Tamagotchi. It looks so cool. Imagine a giant Game Boy. Why doesn't... I don't know, maybe the Nintendo Museum does make this, but... A giant Game Boy that's like this. But yeah, it was the weirdest interaction, man. There was this guy, and he just came up to me, and... Tamaguni, you gotta stop. The Holy Grail, Tony Soprano Tamagotchi. Is there a new pop-up here? Let's see if they allow filming. They don't. Well, I guess we'll skip it then. There's a My Hero Academia. Oh, you can. Why can't you audio report? Wait, I'm confused. What are we and what are we not allowed to do? Wait. Okay, so you clearly can't film. Okay. So we're not going to do that. But what about the no audio? Because they used to have a thing that you can totally film. I guess because this has like footage of the new My Hero Academia stuff. Because it's going to end soon, right? They don't even want to hear you crying? No, I think it's related to because usually that place let you film depending on what they have, but I think they just have a whatchamacallit. There's a new, like a final season coming out, and I think they're showing parts of it in there, and they don't want that. Yeah, copyright. Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah. See, that part I totally get it. That part I get it. Like, no, you can take pictures, but if they want to, like pro wrestling as well, they'll let you take pictures, but they don't want you to film their pro wrestling show because it's like a thing. That part I understand. That I have complete, understanding for those copyright laws or whatever, even though no one's gonna no one's gonna not watch the finale because they saw 2 seconds of it on my IRL stream, but that's a different discussion. I understand the logic that they're doing. It's airing now? Yeah. Like pro wrestling, they sell DVDs, so the only way that they make a lot of money off of these shows is this is One Piece food. You can get the Coca-Cola for Frankie. You can get Zoro's bento. And you can get Chopper's breads. It actually ended too. Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, like pro wrestling, they sell DVDs and these small promotions don't make a lot of money. But these guys are full-time pro wrestlers, right? So that part I understand. Whoa, Babs Bunny. Can you get roasted Chopper? No, Luffy would destroy you if you were to eat Chopper. Is it me or is there a lot of lame gacha today? It seems like it. Maybe I'm just in the wrong section. Let's go to a different section. I'm sure they're better out here. Mosquito coil. Cloth version of it. No, gacha is definitely popular. I would argue it's a lot more popular with the locals than with the tourists. Places like this are big tourist attractions because that's what they are, but like franchises like this, there's not a foreigner out there that knows what the hell that is, but here they are selling out gacha machines. The thing about it is they're spread all over the place, and that's kind of the fun of it. When you condense them, this is just kind of an attraction because they condense them all to these places, but the general thing is that you gotta hunt the machines down. Before online eBay stuff, that was the catch of these gacha things. You gotta find, say you're looking for the specific Westco miniature boot. Not every gacha, because they can only put like a few outside of the store, right? Not every place is gonna have every gacha. And so the fun about it was that you gotta hunt it. If you find one, you gotta take your chance and get it. But now with people just flipping stuff online, and that purpose is kind of lost, right? That FOMO is gone. Limited quantities thing. Except for the Mother 2 ones, those sold out quick. The pressure washer, yeah. I like that one too. Luckily, the infections of the acrylic stands and stuff haven't gotten to the gacha. These are the little camembert cheese. Just an enlarging mode. There's a place near my house that sells that brand of boots, and I know it's one of those buy it for life things, but I swear I've never seen anybody buying. It's in such a remote area, so like behind a bunch of buildings. I've never seen people buying boots from there. I think he sells online, and that's kind of what he does, and then he just has a storefront, but I always want to go down here, man, with the stuff that they have over here. It always looks so much fun. Like a little haunted house or whatever. Remember you got a laundry machine gacha? I don't think we've ever seen a laundry machine gacha. We would have emptied the machine if we did. Yeah, the cheese ring. Yeah, we used to joke around a lot with me and Ayumi with those gacha rings, and then we actually got married. So that joke went out the window. Some Ultraman guys. Kanegong Gan. I miss. They should make more of those CRT TVs with functional VHSs that light it up. You pop a VHS into tiny and it lights up the screen. I haven't seen a lot of that. Bim's Jet Gacha. There actually is a game that I ooh, hold on now. There is a new line of die-cast Kinnikuman. This was the previous one. And this one, I almost got all of them, but I got tired of them. Who's this guy? Junk Man. Really? Bike Man, and he's just a motorcycle. Matlantis. Brocken Jr. Nude wrestler toy. They're not nude. They're rubber. Now look, it's a hamster. Oh, this is kind of cool. This is a little container to fit this line of, I don't know. It's kind of cute to put them on a keychain. What up, Solid? Knights of the Zodiac. Man, they got it all. I feel like we're in gacha off season though. It isn't all. Not all of it looks like it's, you know. Up to speed, up to quality of the regular gachas that they usually have. This thing was always cool. This is like all of the One Piece gacha, including the dragon. This is a crazy collection of things. This must be like a lot of money if you got to get all of these out the machine, because you never get the ones that you want. If you get them all, do you get the pirate ship for free? Because then maybe. But I really got to eat something. Maybe just get another sandwich. There's gacha season. There's a new Kinnikuman. Finally, this one just dropped. Yeah, there definitely is. I mean, there's always gacha, but I think it's been like, I just noticed that when it's like summer or like a season, they have like a lot more really good gacha, and it's really mid at like other times of the year. That's what I'm trying to say. Maybe I'm just tripping though. Here, this is what I mean. They'll put a gacha machine right outside of a store. And that's kind of how it is outside of big cities like Tokyo. So the fun part is that you gotta just be lucky that the store that you have has a cool gacha. Gacha's weak? Yeah, it's just not that great. There's a new Kinnikuman drop though. I'll check that out next time we're in the area that has a bunch of those. Gotta convince the small shop owner to order. Yeah, exactly. But like, you know, if you put them all on the floor, like that, it kind of defeats the purpose. Gotcha companies trick purchase like vending machine companies and adjust. Yeah, of course. It's some convenience stores even track them, and then they'll have like, you know, whatever that convenience store has. Man, okay, so this is the part that confuses me about the building, right? I'm trying to get to the exit, and then so you have this building over here, and then it's like, if this is the first floor, then is this like underground? Is this like a basement? Did they just build this whole thing on? That's probably what they did. So this whole stage is actually on the basement floor, which is crazy to think about. What's up, Cat on shelf? All right, sandwich time. I think that's one of the big things that makes me so confused about this building. Hell of a language down. Yeah, so this goes to the basement. So that means we're still above ground, which definitely, because the street is here. And I think that's one of the things that just freaks me out about this building every time. Like we're outside now, which is fine, but then so this whole thing is just a basement? Jesus. It's quite a bit. That's crazy when they build on a hill. Yeah. You'll come in on the 4th floor. Yeah, and then there's just no exit on the other side. You got to go down. They do that a lot because some of the, especially these big malls, they're just made on hills. Utah raided someone else, but I chose to raid here. Angry emoji. How dare he? To be fair, I haven't raided Utah in over a year. Not that I don't want to, but I would like to raid more people. But I always stream until like from 9 in the morning until like super late at night. Not super late, 8 or 9 p.m. And there's no one that I'm following that's like on. And sometimes I just don't. Oh, you have the emoji? I'm gonna put it. I think that's Utah's emoji, isn't it? I'm gonna steal it. I love angry face emoji. It's so appropriate. Sometimes streaming times don't mesh. I'm going to argue most of the time streaming times don't mesh. It's one of the most difficult things about being a live streamer in Japan is that, especially an IRL streamer, like I have so much working against me, right? Like most of my audience came from my YouTube channel these days. And then they're in my chat right now because my YouTube channel, essentially, I time the videos to line up with American time zones because that's what my dashboard says is most of my viewers. Which is fine, but then those American viewers, they'll never be on a 9 a.m. Japan time weekday stream. And I can't stream at night or late hours because I don't really stream a desktop like that, so I gotta be outside. And there's also gonna have to be stuff to do outside. It's frustrating, man. Thankful to even have the couple people to watch that I already do. Alright, let's find a little snacky snack. You're a paid viewer? Yeah, buddy. Yeah. Alright, buddy. I'm gonna yell at Yuta for not raiding me into the group chat. We were talking about doing Christmas, maybe. Last year we did Christmas with Utah and he gave me a PVM, which shout out to Utah, that was awesome. He just, because he says like I wasn't gonna use it. And I think Maria was on like a world tour. She was traveling for a holiday. She was visiting family. And then Utah came to our house. and we had a really cool Christmas. We always kind of do that. Me and Ayumi. That not enough for you? No, it actually isn't. You have no idea how big my dreams are for this channel. They're maybe a bit too big, but. And then this year, everyone has their significant other, so. But I think we're still going to do it. We're just going to do it on a different day so everyone can come. Free PVMs. It was like a 5-inch one. It's like 7-inch. It was super small. Super small. Like it's not, I don't use it. It's on the bottle shelf, so it's like, keeps the shelf down. 6-7 inches. All right, buddy. All right. I see an Indian restaurant. Ah. It's not the size of the PVM, it's how I use it. Yeah. I hooked it up to a GameCube. It's fun for like little things like Mario Kart, but you can't really read text, especially kanji. It's very hard to read Super Nintendo text on it. What time? Curry time? We have a curry emote? No, I want like street food stuff. I want to eat something outside. I don't feel like going inside of places. And then we still have the giant Gundam thing. Hell yeah, man. K-books, K-pop, J-pop. Nah, we're good. But I think we're gonna do that voice crack. The thing is, we're all addicted to that Mexican place that we live nearby. I think what we're gonna do is we're just gonna get some KFC chicken or some Lawson chicken, and we're gonna get like a little bit per person. But then the actual meal is gonna be straight up Mexican food, like Tex-Mex, because it's so good, man. It's a tradition. Wait, there's more things than just K-pop and J-pop in this place? Look at this. Live things. That's crazy. Sports cards and trading card games. They don't have hockey cards. I asked every time because stupid Retro Techie won't let it go. Tamales for Christmas? No, I think it's just a regular ass place. They got a little Christmas tree on the counter. Also, there's no guys working there. I don't know why and what their deal is, but there's no guys. When you go there, you're the only guy. I think they have one dude and he like mans their taco truck. Because they got a little truck that goes around to the business area at lunchtime. Sounds like Pia Tacos. No, it's called 440 Broadway. Nah, you know what? That place is so good, chat. They went out of business. The chef, he moved to a different... It's not there anymore. It's gone. Don't worry about it, chat. It's not there. Don't try to look for it. When I was a kid, you thought hockey was just a TV cartoon? It is kind of goofy, right? Like a sport on ice skates. It's like basketball. Or like, what was that trampoline basketball league that they had for a little while? It might still exist. Dabs is closing too. Is it now? I don't know what Daps is. There's just Sizeria, but last time we were here, we went to Agosto and it was wild, man. You could hear your goofy ass smirk on your face? Was it that obvious? Let's go to the Lotteria. I feel like eating a bootleg Baconator just in memory of the Baconator because we... Sorry, the McRib, not the Baconator. It's not the same because it's not the McDonald's. You know, they put mayonnaise on it too, which isn't a bad thing, but... I think the patty is pretty close to what the original Baconators. But it's also been so long since I've had a Baconator that the seasoning might not be real. There it is. Let's see if they got any special burgers. I'm not gonna eat in here though. Whoa, they got a triple cheese? Triple ultimate cheeseburger? They always got this weird shit. Look at that, double beef roast and double patty pastrami on a burger. I'm gonna get the Baconator, man. I'm just gonna get one. Payphone? Yeah, it's Japan, bro. They got tons of payphones. They do call it a rib. Hi.
店内ご利用です。
お持ち帰りください。
お帰りでかしこまりました。
リブサンド一つお願いします。単品で。
単品でかしこまりました。他にご注文ございますか？Any other?
Sorry. 現金お願いします。
現金でかしこまりました。番号42番。お客様こちら。
はい。
お待ち時間があるんですが大丈夫ですか？
大丈夫です。いつぐらいですか
？2106です。7分ほど。
あ、大丈夫です。
かしこまりました。お会計590円です。1000円お預かりいたします。
お願いします。
410円。
ありがとうございます。
レシートのお渡しです。こちらの番号でお呼びいたします。こちらでお待ちください。ありがとうございました。
I'll go outside for a little bit. Says we gotta wait a little bit for the boiga. Wouldn't be a 4-year laundry without dropping shit. What is it with me and coins? They're just like, you know, like the opposite of a magnet, like the other side of it. It just pushes it away. I think I have that with coins, and they just drop. Baby Baconator? No, it's just like a rib. It's a bootleg McRib. And it's the closest thing you'll get to a McRib, but it's not actually a McRib. There's a strawberry fair. Now, I don't know what it is about me and dropping shit. It's just a part of it, bro. McFib. That's actually a really good name. McRib that's made out of lies. Man, this is one of those cross sections. When I see like a crossroads like this, I always think about how many people per day walk over this. It has to be like an insane amount of foot traffic. To the point where when you design it, you have to like engineer shit. Like there's no way, you know? It has to be like graded for like a certain amount of weight and people. Despair Extremer. Alright, so the plan now is get ourselves a McRib and then go to the big toy store. What's even more sad is that if your local Lotteria turns into a Zetteria... Whoa! Is that true? We gotta get this roast beef. But why are some of the Lotterias becoming Zetteria? I know because a company bought it, but didn't they buy all of them? Dude, that sucks, dude. Like the McRib is like the only reason I go there. And like the wacky specials, but mostly the McRib. Because the one in Shibuya became a Zetteria, and then these ones all remained Lotteria. And sometimes in the middle of nowhere, you'll find like a Zetteria, and sometimes it's still Lotteria. What's the logic behind that, man? That's a good question. You think it's ready? We're number 3453. Think we're gonna be ready? It's crazy amount of people out for a Monday too. Is he done? No, we're not done yet. We gotta wait. How many McRibs can we eat? We can do the thing where it's like the same as the IKEA. Shit, like 7 of those shits in a row. But those are tiny IKEA hot dogs. These ones are a bit more than that. Exactly this one. Yep. I was in heaven. It's good, right? 2023. My first Lotteria was actually in Vietnam. For some reason, Hanoi had a Lotteria. And it didn't have any, like Vietnam doesn't have any fast food. I mean, this was 2015, so maybe they do now, but they didn't have any fast food in Vietnam except for a KFC in Hanoi. I think a Lotteria because it wasn't like, it was from Korea, right? And it was amazing, man. The actual Korean ones outside of Japan are crazy. You can change your fries for like a half a chicken. Yeah, I know it was sold to Zensho. Yeah, I know why. But like, you know, the Lotterias, because it was used to owned by Lotte, but I don't know why some of them haven't changed or haven't changed yet. In D6, because this one's completely unchanged. I bet you can take down 3. I can't. But tomorrow isn't going to be fun if we do. Let's go stand inside for a little bit. I'm sure it's going to be done soon. It shouldn't take that long to make a sandwich. Hi, 453です. Arigatou gozaimasu. Boy, that was like just in time. He just finished it. Might be part of the deal? Well, it better be, because if they don't have the McRib, then what's the point, bro? Let's go find the alley. We can gobble this. It's not a gizzy, so. Perfect timing, man. Dude, I swear, it's pretty close to a McRib. It's also like a bit smaller. But then again, I don't remember, you know. I don't remember the McRib being bigger or smaller. Oh no, we're gonna have garbage. Wait, I'll go back to the store and throw this out. I'm also carrying an egg salad sandwich wrapper in my pocket. Look at this. Okay, it doesn't look anything like your McRib, if you put it that way. But it's like, you know what I mean? It's like the idea of a McRib. It's like Domino's pizza. It's the idea of pizza, and it's like the closest thing you can get that reminds you of home. But it does a pretty good job of coming close to the McRib. What is a biff? You mean basement floor? Basement 1 floor? In Japan, we don't have the begane grond. The first floor is the first floor. Below that is the basement floor. My man asked what the biff was. No sauce? There's a little bit of sauce in there. Yeah. McRibs are swimming in barbecue sauce. See, the sauce is mostly mayonnaise on top, see? So, actually isn't like a McRib at all. But what are you going to do, you know? I haven't had a McRib in like 20 years. They never had it in the Netherlands, not that I know. So, like, I've only had it like a little bit on Aruba. And then never again. You're just kidding with a biff? Mm-hmm. You're just tired and you don't want to start working? Let my stream be your procrastination heaven, brother. We are all here for you. We did have McRibs? What year though? Because I was there from 2009? To like 2012. Sorry, to like 2018. Almost exactly 10 years. Save for a few months. We clocked in an hour ago. Bro. Tell me about it. This was my office days. Like, I'm so for telework, for working from home, but like, give me a second. I'll go on a rant. I heard the woo. Good thing they give me one napkin. That's made of the least absorbent substance known to man. Might as well make a napkin out of a metal sheet. So like, you know, so no wonder you missed it? Yeah. Is niet permanent verkrijgbaar en is sinds 2003 niet meer. Yeah. See, I wasn't there. Yeah. I would have been. I'm into that. Okay, take your time, swallow that schmeat. It's been swallowed. So, here's my thing with working from home. I used to be like so much more productive when working from home without even trying. Like I used to sleep until like 8:55 and then the shift would start at 9. And I would get my entire day's worth of work done before like 12. Like straight up, never missed deadlines, super productive. But when they made me go back into the office, bro, first of all, you got the hour commute, which is like nothing. I go into work. We got a little coffee machine in the corner. So I made some coffee. say hi to like 50 people because I'm that guy. Where is the stairs? Now the coffee kicks in, so you know you got to take your morning dump at the office. So there's 45 minutes. By the time you actually sit down and you're like, oh, it's time to work. Like some manager comes in and bothers you. So there's another 30 minutes. I don't actually start doing any actual work until like 1 or 2 p.m. because by the time it's 1 p.m. you get that one colleague that's like, hey, you want to go out for lunch? All right. I'm not going to say no to lunch. So now you're going to go to lunch. Come back at like 2 p.m. Now it's like 2:30 p.m. and you haven't done anything with your day. You haven't done anything. Just complete nothing. Start working for a little bit. Someone comes up to you because they forgot their password. I'm like, we got a guy for that. Yeah, but you're also a guy. How long is Japan lunch break? An hour. This was Japan, yeah. It was an hour. We worked 9 to... or 8 to 5. And then, as opposed to like when I was working from home, like we just straight up, I would just wake up early. I don't know why. I didn't have the need for any of this. I would just wake up, make myself a coffee, and just sit down and go to work. My bed was also like 2 feet away from my computer chair because it was a small apartment, but get a whole days of work done. By the time you're done, you know, you get to your tickets, actually do some IT stuff next to your main project. Pantsless workday, yeah. Brad Pitt is IT support. No one talks about the pantsless workday. But I feel like a few things that went live, this is the floor we're gonna go to. I feel like a few things that went live, like went viral during the whole work from home scenario, kind of ruined it for the rest of us. Like there were some people that were just like not doing anything and people started catching on, and it's like, dude, it's so much better. All right. This is the only floor in this whole building where they allow filming, by the way. Does that mean this pantsless stream watching too? Yes. I still work from home currently? Yeah, some people do. It's Goon Day. Dude, they're sold out of Bonanza. Oh, no, they don't. You just got to go to the register. I was going to say, there's no way Bonanza. Also, I heard that. I wanted to check. That's why I came here today. I wanted to check. Because I heard that you can totally still buy Switches again. For a while, you couldn't buy Switches. Yeah. You can only buy the Japanese ones, though. But for 49,000 yen, you can buy a Switch, too. Which is nice. So you can just walk up to the register now and buy a Switch, too. And then, well, that's kind of cool. Because there was quite a while where I thought you could, but you just couldn't. You had to like pre-order lottery systems and all that. About time? Yeah, it is about time. I don't know about the Gaijin one. The Gaijin one is probably forever sold out. They just stopped caring about that. Only get the Japanese one. You can buy a Switch, but I don't see why the 2 isn't that. Why? Isn't that good? I mean, to this day, it's still not worth it, but it's getting there. This is a big ass TV. It's gonna get worse next year. Yeah, how much RAM is in the Switch, right? All of these components are gonna affect everything. Like AI is literally just like sucking every industry dry and making it like impossible to get stuff like this. But there are people that really want to play Metroid Beyond, or they really want to play, you know, and those people you gotta get a Switch too. I wouldn't mind getting rid of my Switch and buying it too if I had the money, but what is Metal Slug Tactics? A new release? It's not even a Switch game. This looks awesome. A tactical RPG with the Metal Slug characters? That's not bad at all. Wait till the AI bubbles. That shit ain't gonna burst, bro. It's gonna get a lot worse before it's gonna get better. That ain't gonna burst. No, there's a Pokemon. Pokemon really does a good job of marketing holiday stuff, man. The full-on economy is yeah, it's not gonna stop, dude. Do you know how many people use AI like every hour of the day? A lot of people's jobs are starting to rely on it. It's not going away, dude. Another trillion, bro. It's gonna take off slow, but it already did, didn't it? A lot of the other bubbles are definitely gonna burst, but I don't think AI is gonna burst. If AI dying takes the entire US economy with it, then so fucking be it. I'm not gonna comment on that, but I don't want your economy to die. I like American things. I just don't want RAM and stuff to... I like, as a person that enjoys building computers and things of that nature, I don't want that stuff to get unaffordable. That's right, baby. It's Goon Day, baby. We're back, baby. 4 a.m. launch is Monday. You thought it was gone? Blah, we're back. Look at that. Waba! It's Goon Day, baby. That's right. Look at it. It's Goon Day, baby. It's Goon Day, baby. We're back. I wouldn't let you guys... I wouldn't let you guys down. I wouldn't let you guys down. I was playing along all the time. And now Samsung is subbing. Guapa, yeah, that's right. Look at that. There's a cat in the boxing ring. I like that we slowly bullied. You didn't slowly do anything. You literally just forced my hand. Campus friend set. This is just like people from a college that you can put in your miniature. We got a cup, paper bag, a smartphone. I like that Tamiya still has like the traditional... This is like a newly released product for their miniatures, but it's like smartphone and stuff, but the art is still classic in there, you know. And Comic Cat Part 2? No, I really just don't like Comic Cat. You can paint them to look like your real friends? No, you can't change the face. You can just color them. Hey, look, it's a mid figure. It's another mid. Wait, who is this guy? I've only seen one episode. That's why I'm calling it mid. You made this happen, chat. You did. You did. Dude, this chopper's pretty lit. I think this chopper has like a whole set of vehicles that you can put him in. Figure Arch Zillow Chouette, and this is Shampoo. Oh. Dude, is this like a feudal samurai Gundam thing? Or is this just not what that is? It kind of looks like it, but it doesn't. I think it's just a Zaku. I always like that the Machinations has this Lord of the Rings thing. They got Schmeagol and everything, bro. That's the Netflix Zaku, is it? This used to be like the dead media corner, as I would call it. They changed it. It's got like just more figures and like they put all the paints and stuff. This used to straight up just be like DVDs and Blu-rays. That was the most dead stock thing. I'm glad they finally got rid of it. Because they were full price and nobody ever bought them. And that was like the whole thing. Are these all blind boxes and trading cards? Yeah, they are. Got a little Dragon Ball thingamajig. Dracap Rebirth. What is this, just pens and stuff? Yeah. I do like this store. If this store ever bans live streaming, I'm gonna jinx it. Someone's gonna come up to me soon and be like, hey man, you can't do that. I'll be sad. Because I like this store a lot. This is one of the first stores I used to frequent when I started streaming. Last time I remember seeing you, they were in the middle of remodeling it. Yeah, pretty much, man. We're back now, and they finished, and they kind of made this whole top floor into really cool things. Bandai-Namco lady gonna come tell you to delete the future? Bandai-Namco is fine. You're talking about Tills lady. It's like you can't do that either, bro. I'll disguise as a staff and stop all your streams. This foreigner just... What are you going to do for the cosplay walk to? How describe it? What are you going to wear to make you look like a staff member? How walk to? Let's see if they have some of the die cast here, because this is where I bought the first part. Tails is made by Bandai Namco? Really? Thought it was made of suck. Because they don't let you stream their stupid exposition that you pay 2,000 yen for. Bim on a Tails. Imagine that. Imagine they got like a picture on the wall and it's just me. There's like a big cross in between it. You know, like when you shoplift at the gas station, they'll put your picture up behind the register. Carry a clipboard, yeah. And then it's like a different polo every time. So they got this one, but they don't got like the real one. I also wanted to go to, there's a big Evangelion, which is called, it's literally called like All of Evangelion or something like that. It's a giant Evangelion exposition with original concept art, animation cells, basically all the crap that Gainax got rid of before they went out of business. It's really good. It's really good. But it's said on the website that you're not allowed to stream, so. Gunny with the 25 consecutive. As a Japanese, you felt the way that that lady reacted was very unpolite. I agree, but I think she just panicked. Like, I've never had anybody react that way either, but I think she just panicked. There's no Kishi. Why? What is this? A Shiba with a heart beam. Whoa, it's animals looking at the scale to see if they gained weight.
いらっしゃいませ。本日は山田電機
Kyowa Nankiro. What's my weight today? Season 2.
ご利用いただきまして
And they've got like actual models of scales.
地下1階時計コーナーからご案内いたします。ただいま地下1階時計コーナーから
A lady slapped my camera. That's true. That's true. I guess it does happen.
オメガの舶来時計をはじめ国内メーカー、テイコー、シズン、カシオの商品を数多く取り扱っております。ぜひ地下1階時計コーナーにお立ち寄りくださいませ。
Let's go to the rest of the
本
store.
日は山田電機ナビ池袋本店にご来店ご利用いただき
Dude,
ま
it's
して
so loud.
誠にありがとうございます。この後
can't hear myself
ゆっ
think.
くりとお買い物をお楽しみくださいませ。
Too relatable. That's right. I completely forgot a lady slapped my camera once. You know what? I'm the victim here. Just keep getting bullied. What is the speaker saying? Honestly, it was so loud, I tune it out. Like, it's the least effective way to do that. Be colorful. I think they got a bunch of new stuff. Alright. BIM shoulder cam steals souls. No, it steals Cool Borders 4. Dude, I can't believe that GameCube we got yesterday, man. That was like score of the year. Here, I'm kind of subconsciously looking for these Tamagotchis, right? And I can't find them. Like, I can never find these. When they came out, they had a few, but either people are scalping these or they just aren't, you know. What's up, Gustavo? How am I today? I'm great. How are you, man? Yeah, with the adults talking Charlie Brown? Yeah, exactly. See, they got the bootleg version of it. What is this? Oh, you gotta put your finger in there and pet it? There's a hole? Oh no. Oh no. So apparently it does feel like you're petting like a puni puni, so it's like it's made of like a rubbery substance. Right. Don't like that. How much is it? 5,000 yen. Alright. But I do want one of these. I don't want one. I want to like see what it's like. I don't want to own a Tamagotchi. This is a glasses store. Why is there a Pac-Man air hockey set? There's a guy yelling at staff. Not on Goon Day. Well, the point is that you can feel the toy. Tangle. Mario Kart Uno. How many versions of Uno is there? There's like Uno. What is Phase 10? Yeet 10 cards at your player's face and call it a day. What are these drones? Yeah, but they're small. Right, if you get one of these drones, fly it in your house. Dude, they have all the RC cars, but they don't have like the cool drifting ones. Now, what up, bootleg Godzilla? Video game board games are weird, except for like the Tetris one. Why is there an EVA Nismo GT3? Remote control. Okay, that's pretty cool. And then there's giant Subaru K-Truck that's been lifted. It's pretty affordable. Like, this is like 3,000 yen. I don't know, as a kid, I always thought maybe they were more expensive back then. But I always thought stuff like this was like the most expensive stuff ever, so I never bothered for asking for it. I'm chilling, bro, chilling. YouTube, don't look. This is the X shot. Gel fire? What are you supposed to... Oh, those are bullets for Nerf. And why is there a Digimon USB stick? Yeah, I think the battery tech was expensive, right? So all the RC toys or remote control, anything was just like crazy expensive, yeah. But there's a Hot Wheels fingerboard? Since when? And it's like 800 yen. It's not even good because you got to get these goofy shoes. This is perfectly an example of over-engineering something that was already cool. I mean, this one has Tony Hawk. But Tech Deck, why would you make the goofy slippers next to... You got to wear these too. It's so weird. Like, fingerboards exist and they're awesome and you don't need to make more. I remember Tech Decks. It's still, to this day, I think it's one of the coolest toys ever made. It's so genius. That little bolts on it. Bandai is responsible for that knockoff Nerf gun? Oh, really? It was actually made by Nerf, though. Salt flat. Me when I lose a game. Dude, look at that. Hot Wheels monster trucks, and it's like a tiger. What do you mean, dude? Look at this guy. School bus. Like a V8. Oh, this one's a shark, dude. Dude, look at this. Big shark. It's called Great Bite. I will never outgrow thinking these things are cool. Like, it'll never happen. I'll never not think this is cool. I might not buy it because I'm like, what am I going to do with it? But it's still like the coolest thing in the world. Like, look at this Mega Rex. Who designed this? And look at the render. Which is... Whoa, that's cool. You can put the Hot Wheels truck on top of the Hot Wheels truck. Fighting Jim, thank you so much for the raid, brother. How you doing? We're looking at Hot Wheels. Look at this guy, man. He's a rhinoceros. It's called Rhinomite. It is Mitosaurus. Dude. They got so many. Dude, this is Bigfoot. As a kid, I saw Bigfoot live and it changed my life. You guys know Bigfoot? Bigfoot is the all-time legend. You got to ride it. Here we go, Bootleg Godzilla. There's a delay, so you probably heard me say this after, which makes you really happy now that you mentioned Bigfoot. People are scalping Hot Wheels? Yeah, I saw a guy that, yeah. It's one of those things, man. It's like the book guy. I love what he does. But the second your content is just immediately about reselling instead of just enjoying the product, it immediately stops being fun for me. There's a guy that sells like Hot Wheels and stuff, and he makes really good content sometimes because he genuinely likes Hot Wheels, but then most of it is just resale value and selling it and buying like 20 versions of the same Hot Wheels from one store just to sell it in another place. And it's like, why? You know, it immediately stops being fun when your content is essentially you buying stock instead of just collecting something because you enjoy it. Oh, they got a wrapping station over there. Why put it in front of the TV though? You got any nephews or nieces you want to give some toys to? Yeah, I do. I do. And I did. Might send a little care package. That's a good idea. That's a good point. I should do that. There's Hot Wheels with like special markings on the rare SR shit. Grown-ass men and toys flipping packages. I like Tokyo Tour Bastard on YouTube because he isn't a reseller. I don't, again, there's nothing wrong with reselling games, but or like, but don't buy retail shit that's on a shelf. That's not how that works. You know, it's such a sensitive subject because, like, I've sold some stuff to viewers, and it's like fine, but like, my content isn't about that. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's difficult to explain without sounding hypocritical. But the book guy is a good example. I really like his content, but I just can't bear it because he just picks up random books and, you know, to the point where you question if you can read a Japanese book in the first place for the sole purpose of like reselling it online. It's like, all right, why would you, you know? Anyway. So here's a cool thing. This is kind of cool. This is a Hot Wheels that's like a monster truck, and it comes with a car that you can crush. Like a crushable car. I don't know if it's pre-crushed, and then you can crush it more. He sent me a box full of bricks. I did do that. So it's kind of cool, you know? I love this. I did see Bigfoot when I was I had a poster on the wall. The driver signed it. Gatto Dump. This one's kind of cool. He's a big cat. Made me think about the cartoon Top Cats. Let me Google Top Cats and then download it. Top Cats. Tomcats. Whoa, Top Cats is NFL Carolina and it's a bunch of girls. No. Tomcats. I think Tomcats, right? That cartoon. SWAT Cats. Here it is. It was this one. I gotta write these things down so I can download them later. They had a cat. There were two cats, and they had a jet, and the jet could stall, like they could hover the jet. And I thought it was like the coolest shit ever because they could do that. Do you remember the Hot Wheels where the cars crushed? No, I didn't remember that. I had a couple of Hot Wheels. My favorite Hot Wheels, and I always look for it, and I can't find it, is the toilet. There's a K-Truck. Lifted K-Truck Hot Wheels, which I think is pretty cool. HW Dream Garage. Yeah, here's a Honda, you know. I do like Hot Wheels. At least I have a bunch as a kid. SWAT Cats, and they flew the Tomcat. Yeah. That was a good cartoon, right? SWAT Cats. And what is the one where the guys, they wore suits, and then the suits were like airplanes, and one was like a guy with water? The suits, they had like wings, and it was like mech, but very light mech. It was like a backpack with wings mostly. It was a Japanese cartoon, I think, but it was English when we saw it. Dude, this isn't like... It's just called Action Hero, but why are they so cool? This isn't like your typical Power Rangers Sofubi. They got like a weapon, and look at that. They got the Green Ranger. You will never be Jason David Frank. Centurions? Let me go. Centurions? Let me double check. Centurions. Oh, that's it. Hell yeah, I'm going to download that legally off of a DVD that I will purchase with money. This era of toys is your specialty? Yeah, but see, this is what I mean. Most of these are just like, they're like painted Sofubi, right? Like soft vinyl. But these ones... I never had a Power Ranger as a kid. I always wanted a Power Ranger. I never had a Power Ranger. I had a Batman. I had like a Spider-Man and some other stuff. And I never had wrestlers because I wasn't allowed to watch wrestling. I never had a Power Ranger. So I kind of want one now. Dude, is this a Samurai Shogun Woody? What in the exclusivity? Look at this. Is Feudal Lord Woody. Why does this exist? I'm not even joking. He has like a samurai helmet and a sword. Japan and Asia limited edition. Dude, if I buy this and sell this, I can make a lot of money because no one can buy this outside of Japan. See? This is how it works. Ever since Rick and Morty said they were going to buy Zelda 3DSs. I feel like that's where it went downhill. This is crazy though. There's actually like a Japan exclusive samurai Woody. That's a resale? No, it's okay when I do it. I just don't like it when others do it. Why is everything poo with this country? I swear to God, man. Waku waku hippi happy unchizubuk. Think your kid's gonna be happy with like a pile of shit? Like they want dinosaurs, dude. What are you doing? Nah, I would have liked this as a kid. I thought Pooh was the funniest. I still do. It's still pretty funny. It's still pretty funny. But Pooh. This stupid German brand of toys. What do we got over here? I feel like Jurassic World is doing a big job. I haven't seen any of these movies. I saw the first Jurassic World and it was extremely mid. And it made me miss the time when Jurassic Park was cool. And then I never saw another Jurassic World movie again. But this kind of, you know, I guess it's fine. Poops and butts and farts. Yeah. It doesn't, every time, right? It gets me every time. Whoa. There's no anime girl on it, but it's a cool helicopter, I guess. Dude, yesterday we saw a guy at the Itasha Festival. He legitimately had like a car that was made after a Japanese attack helicopter with an anime girl on it, and they actually had an Itasha helicopter. He had a picture of it. I never got into Matchbox. I don't know why. What's the biggest difference? Can anybody tell me that's into these? Like, what's the biggest difference? What even is this, dude? This is so sun-faded. This is one of their dead stock things that no one will ever buy, because look at it. Like, what's the biggest difference between a Matchbox and a Hot Wheels car? Because look at this shit. I never saw Matchbox come out with a freaking Ferris wheel loop-de-loop of death based on a Netflix series. More accurate to real cars or more fantastical? Yeah, so why would anyone ever buy Matchbox ever? Because you got like real Hondas like this one. They got an S2000 in there. Hot Wheels Mega? Is this just like... Man, that's like bootleg Lego. Hot Wheels Legends. This is from the Hot Wheels... You guys know that, like, I think it might still... was created by the band Matchbox 20. That's not true. You made that shit up, bro. Shut up. Oh, here's a package with all of the monster trucks. There's a Hot Wheels movie on Netflix, and we watched it during the pandemic on Livestream. There was, at one point, someone put Initial D Eurobeat under the Hot Wheels movie, and it made it into like the coolest thing ever. It made it from like an extremely mid movie to like one of the coolest things in the world. Small matchboxes. That I may believe. Or it's like the size of a matchbox. You know what I mean? The most cool. Yeah. And then it was like when you actually see it built. Yeah. But commercials for all of these toys used to be pretty cool. You had a kid, and on the table would be like a whole diorama with like a mountain and like a working volcano, and like the world was like exploding around him, and he was like, oh, look at this cool toy. And when you buy it, it was just like a piece of plastic that was like badly printed with none of the environment things. Look at this. This is called the Carbonator, and it's like a carbon-based drink. Alright. Yeah. I remember the commercials, man. They were so good, but you know. Like Tomica as well, like, I don't know, man. The Hot Wheels really knocked it out of the park. They had a toilet, dude. Every time I look for the toilet, I can't find it. The what fig now? It's like a little bit of Lego. Ever since Lego lost that license, it's over, man. Alright. Dude, when you see it on a TV like this, Dragon Quest looks phenomenal, dude. Sorry, this is Octopath Traveler, my bad. But same graphical style. I genuinely really like the 2.5 3D. This type of graphics, it's insane, dude. They should, like, you can make every Super Nintendo game in this style, and I think it would work to a certain degree. Like, imagine the original Donkey Kong Country reimagined like this. I feel like it's one of the coolest. It doesn't get old to me. Like, pixel art got old at some point. Like, Dragon Quest looks so great with it. Octopath Traveler looks phenomenal. I wouldn't be mad, man. They were teasing it though. If they're making a Chrono Trigger with that graphical style, I mean, I would be completely on board. I would buy that shit day one. I hope they remake, like, or at least upscale in a proper way Toriyama's DS and PS1 full motion videos of it. Super Mario World, yeah. Like, I feel like a lot of games would just benefit from it. Like, old school games. There is, from what I understand, there is an emulator plugin or something of a kind that can do that to NES games. Like, it would just take the layers of because the way that an NES game is programmed is very structural, right? You get the background layer, you get the front layer, and you get all the layers around it, and they're just like, there's a certain level to it. Right? I should put this down. And it separates them, and it makes the back one look a little bit blurry, and then the front one is like a 3D. It pushes it out a little bit. Donkey Kong Country Returns reimagined. Yeah. What's up, Brona? But I'm not talking about a reimagined Donkey Kong. I'm talking about a specific Donkey Kong. Like Donkey Kong Country for the Super Nintendo. Would be so fire. Yeah, man. The one thing I don't like about the new Dragon Quest ones is the music. It might be an unpopular opinion, but it just looks like... Hey, what's up, hi? The Dragon Quest remake music generally looks like... It sounds too classical to me. Does that make sense? Like a Yoshi 64 game? Yeah, but then actually a good game. I don't like Yoshi 64 much. Like, I don't know, the music of Dragon Quest is just a bit too classical music. Prefer the OG pixel art 2D. Never got why everyone loves 2D HD. I mean, I'm not saying I don't like the original. I'm saying I really like 2.5D because I think it adds a lot to it. Yeah, but I like the original as well. There's a mandarake we can look at. I get a little drinky drink as well. It was decent, but yeah, it wasn't great. Yeah. You should start wearing a Santa hat. You say this every stream. You're like that guy that asks when the VODs are live. Hey man, when is the latest VODs gonna come out? They always do, my friend. They always do. Yeah, it makes the original pixel art pop more, yeah. I feel like the Final Fantasy Tactics remake could have done that a bit more, but... I mean, they did a great job with it anyways, it's fine. Okay, where's that mandara? Okay, it's behind here. We're right where we're supposed to be. When is the day specific one? I don't know. It depends on how much music was in the background. It smells like poo. Also, I don't release a VOD, even if it's ready. I don't release it without the other ones. I want them to be released in order. Breath of Fire 4, yeah. I mean, it's not a new concept. What was the first one to do it, actually? I think Grandia. I think the PlayStation and the Sega Saturn RPGs, there were quite a bit of games that did that. Pokemon did that with like Diamond and Pearl. It's not necessarily like a brand new thing, but I've always liked it. I always thought the idea of keeping original pixel art and putting it into a highly rendered, 3D or even like an isometric background, I think it's really cool. Classic Shining Force. Yeah, Grandia is nice, right? You got to get into it though. It's not easy to get into Grandia because you're used to all of these quality of life upgrades that modern 2D or the fuck? That's the Grandia lady telling me to stop filming. Sorry, the Tales of lady, not the Grandia. I didn't know there was a 6 p.m. bell. What I don't like is Octopath is that they put too much filter in the art. Yeah, but it depends on how it's done. Like I remember older games started experimenting with post-processing stuff, and I usually ended up turning it off unless it really added something. Sometimes I think in like Metro, there was like a VHS type filter or something. Metro 2033. I remember that getting like in the way of the game, so. But it did add to the vibes. The bell means goon time? I wasn't gonna make that joke. I could have. Oh shit, it's the Spider-Man shoe. This is what I mean. This is a Jordan 1, right? It's 50,000 yen. So even if I did find it in my size, I posted the Spider-Man shoe on my Discord. Or sorry, on my Instagram story. Look at it. It's bootleg. It was like 4,000 yen. It's a bootleg shoe. It's like a bootleg Jordan, but it's got like Spider-Man. I thought it was very appropriate for the costume. Dentist appointment, huh? Good luck with that. Yeah, unopened. The bells means that has a different meaning for Oz. Does it now? I don't know why. I keep thinking that there's no bitrate. Oh, the banana hair. 2,500 yen. Dude, I kind of want this. This is like, last time we found this was 5,000 yen. The Donkey Kong Country banana stand. I might get this. Knockoff Jordans would have cost way more. I couldn't find any. I think they blocked Japan because it's like highly illegal. Dude, I want... Dude, $50, dude. Ayumi is not gonna let me keep this shit in the fridge. Because we legitimately have a banana stand. Well, this one's so much cooler because it's like Donkey Kong. I'm gonna think about it. Dude, Evangelion Jenga with like quotes from the movie. You know all the quotes that like are displayed in bold text? How is there an actual Evangelion Jenga? Yeah, the stick has like image from like the movie. This is the UCC Evangelion. This is like the tiny one. It's supposed to come in a can though. At least a can-shaped container. Look at this guy. I don't know who this is. They have this Kinikun Nakayama, 1,000 yen. This guy is like everywhere. This was in every crane game for like a while. I don't know if he's like a celebrity or nothing, but Evangelion? Yeah, man, that's how you say it. There's no other pronunciation for that word. Half the stakes mustn't run away. Yeah, it's like that one. Yeah, those quotes. It's not a lot of Gunde figs, isn't there? I guess Mandarake still has somewhat of an art team, because this isn't AI generated. Though a lot of this stuff is. They really did fire a lot of people. Dude, hell yeah, man. This thing turns into a robot. Look at it. It's just like this giant slab with a face in it. That's not really a robot, is it? It's just a rectangle. Who are these guys? Why are they all red? Oh, is this just all the Red Rangers? I'm gooning. Are you bootleg Godzilla? That's not how you use that term, but I appreciate it because you're like 60 years old, so it's fine. Yeah, Mandarake always hits different. It always feels a bit more like a museum presentation. Maybe it's because everything is behind glass, or most of it. And it's always like in some basement. It used to be quite a dodgy store. What is this big Dragon Ball? Emperor Pilaf with all of his enemies. This is so cool. I feel like watching Dragon Ball again. Please hit. Sorry, boss. Oh, go ahead. $50? You proper use of it? Yeah. No, you'll get it. I just wouldn't use it. This is a Dragon Ball Museum collection. It's like a super old series of hand painted ones. 14,000 yen. There's Arale with some contractions. Found some really nice Gundam kits in this Mandarake. I feel like if you're really into Gundam kits, you're always like, you know, is this the Dark Magician staff? That's what it is. Like Gundam kits, you always feel like you'll get like a deal somewhere because they have so many of them. Machine guns? Dude. This is Terryman and Kinnikuman when they became the tag team champions. They would call themselves the Machine Guns. You would know that if you watched the best anime ever made called Kinnikuman. Detective Coleman, Bootleg Godzilla. I'm gonna come to your house and fight you. I know you're 50 years old now, so I know I can take you. What is this? The Grand... Ah! Oh, I really shocked myself. Okay. The Grand Line ships. This is a very detailed Going Sunny. I do want a collection of One Piece ships because I think the ships from One Piece are so well designed. I thought it was called Ultimate Muscle to you. And you're right. But it was called Kinnikuman in Japan. It's just called Muscle Man. Bunch of One Piece things. This is cool. This is a devil fruit tumbler. Never seen this one before. Hey bro, sorry I'm late. It's all good, Mr. T-Bone. How you doing, brother? You didn't miss anything. Conan looks like Pim, so it makes sense as his favorite anime.
Oh, yeah.
Well, how do you guys know how to push my buttons, man? It's Gunday, baby. I couldn't leave you guys hanging. Look at that. You can cut them out, put little glasses on her. Whapa. Now she got glasses. Comes with accessories. You know, look at that. Beat. It's Gunday, baby. We're not going to let you guys hang. Excuse me, guys. Sorry. It's okay. Yeah, that's right. It's Monday. You guys, don't cry now. You know, you asked for this, chat. You did this. Don't cry now. This is how I feel when I'm watching Gundays. Such a back problem. No, it's anime, because there's like no gravity. Doesn't matter. Dude, Spider-Man Legends, and it's like this goofy-ass Dracula version. I know the multiverse exists, but this is just dumb. This is X-Force. I do remember X-Force. Yeah. This is Marvel's Boom Boom. Yeah. These are some old-ass characters. Here we go. Here's a nice Miles Morales with swappable head. Dude, there's a Star Trek Nemesis. Figured that is specific. Whoa, it's the hot girl that Captain Kirk makes out with for only 1,500 yen. It's kind of really, it's not that great condition, but look at it. This is the green lady that, okay, she's not that hot in hindsight, but back then, you know, it's all they had. Vina and Gorn. Yeah, I remembered it. Captain Kirk totally makes out with her. Next Generation. Who's this again? Who is this again? This is Troy? This isn't Troy. I know Troy. That ain't not no Troy. Believe me, I know Troy. I just realized this is Beverly Crusher. This is Will Wheaton's mom. They made OG Star. Yeah, it's from like Kenner, the same guys that did like Star Trek. Yeah, this one's fine. Oh, this is kind of cool. Shadows of the Empire, Boba Fett Slave 1. He really named his... Like, this guy really named his spaceship the Slave 1. Like, he did that. Boba Fett did that. Also, isn't Shadows of the Empire like a video game? And then why is there toys based off of the video game? There's no Shadows of the Empire like movie or anything. This one's really cool. The Electronic Rebel Blockade Runner. This is from episode 1. We are with cooperation of the Senate. When they do the blockade. That's a great name. We had a whole thing, like, I'll say this much. When I was working in IT, there was a discussion of whether we should use the term master and slave when you have hard drive configuration. I think they changed it. I don't want to hear your opinion on it. I just think that's an interesting thing to point out. They definitely, they changed that term. That was like an actual term in the computer industry up until a good while ago, though. This thing is 70,000 yen. But that was like, because like, all jokes aside, it's a really accurate name for what it is. You got the master hard drive, and then all the you know, the other ones are dependent on it. So it's like, it makes sense. Can you do a whole? We have the same convoy work. Yeah. It changed to primary, secondary, which also works, and I think it's fine. I think it's okay. It's fine. But I do remember that within the IT, some guys were really stubborn about that. Git branches, yeah, master to main. Sometimes it's a bit far-fetched, but I get it. Thank you, chat, for being civil. This one isn't even for sale yet. It'll be for sale on the 21st. They gotta drop this one yet. Bootleg Godzilla, tell me who this is. This is a Transformers Machine Wars. This is like super old. And then look at this. Beast Wars. Only at Target. Whoa, this is like actually from America. It's like from Target. Had so many Beast Wars. I never got into Beast Wars. I like Transformers, but the Beast Wars, I don't know. Alright, we gotta do some fan service because Bootleg Godzilla is here. This is a 2005 Gojira, look at that. And Godzilla 2016 in the back, the Sakai Yuji modeling collection. Look at that. The Akira animation cells? I actually did, sir. I did. El Lobo Loco. You should check the VOD when it comes out on YouTube. Oh, it's up on YouTube already. There's no timestamps, but you can just watch it. Yeah, Beast Wars sucks. Yeah, I didn't like Beast Wars. I always like these ones when they just don't color the Sofubi and leave it like a cool color. Makes me think, where are these guys? Dai Itami. It says big damage. I'm not seeing it. Looks good to me. Who are these? I know this is Mecha Gojira, and this is King Ghidorah, and this is Mecha King Ghidorah, and this is like a goofy looking King Ghidorah from the meme. I don't know who these guys are though. What does it say? Movie Monster Series Final War. Gojira Final War. Wait, it doesn't say it on there. It came from space, probably. And then this is Gamera. Look at this guy, he's all happy. He looks like the Tin Man from freaking Wizard of Oz. What's up, nerd shit? That's a really cool name. Welcome to my stream, dude. I don't know if you've been here before, but you're gonna love it. Oh, this is like the guy from, like, it came from outer space. It's literally just a clam. And that's where most early designs of these guys came from. It was just like a clam. Gomez. Who's that? What is Jet Jaguar again? Let me Google that. Oh, that's right. Freaking. This is Jet Jaguar. Yeah. Doom like raps about him sometimes. Yeah, I was never a big fan of the Beast Wars. Look how old these guys are. Riding. I don't even know if they're selling that. This is what I mean. This kind of stuff is so well preserved and organized.
Oh, really?
It doesn't feel like you're rummaging through a second-hand store. You're just straight up looking at cool things. This is an American Power Rangers Zero Cogs. It really does feel like you're in a time capsule looking at things. Gomez is the first kaiju in the Ultra Q show? Yeah, there's a lot of Godzilla stuff I haven't seen yet. This isn't gonna go on sale until later either. So cool. Alright, we can skedaddle. You're really happy? I'm happy you're happy, bro. This is kind of cool. A Shadow Guard, 5,000 yen. I like that they just have like some American stuff, man. Oh, this is a second street. I thought it was like a book off clothing. I guess it's just a second street. They got a little tower records, but from what I remember, there's nothing worth. Yeah, there's like a bunch of stuff upstairs that they don't even allow filming. I remember the store just isn't that interesting. Are we still at the basement? Yeah, we are. But we can get out this way. What the freak is this shoe? Goofy looking. Kind of cool though. Feels like you're in space. BIM streams always touch your special spot. Aw, buddy. Coolest toy ever made from 1996? Damn, dude. You should really figure out Discord bootleg Godzilla. Most of you should. But specifically bootleg. I would love to see parts of your collection, and that's the best way. We have all these channels where you can post them. Let this be a plug for 4M Laundry's Discord. It's the best Discord. It really is. They look uncomfortable? Yeah. Yeah. You should figure out Discord bootleg Godzilla, and then you can post pictures of your collection and stuff. I would love to see it. I love seeing other people's game. We have like a battle stations for your computer setup. There's a channel where you can post how you watch the stream. If it's like on TV or something, I always enjoy that. I like to see your retro gaming setups, because it's always fun to see how people play their games. Yeah, exactly. Since 1983, so you got some good stuff, man. What up, Neo Ramen Samurai? Another successful trip? Hell yeah, man. Ryuga Gotoku Kaizen, 400 yen, Toy Planet. Oh, that's right, there's a Toy Planet in Odaiba. Also, yeah, you're right, man. Those games are super affordable, and it's really good. I think it's been translated right, though. I'm kind of stuck between this wave of people. I want to go to the other side, because I'm walking in the current, but, oh, here's my chance. There we go. Alright, chat. I'm going to end the stream. It looks like it hasn't been that long, but we missed the first part of the stream. For unrelated reasons. This was fun. Thank you guys for hanging out on a Monday. I'm going to go take a train home now. This was fun. I really do appreciate you hanging out on a Monday. Enjoy the rest of your week. I'm going to work on videos to try. I know I keep saying that. It's really hard for me to get these videos out. Especially when it comes to, like, you know, there's always something that comes in between it. Like building a server or whatever. So I hope you guys enjoyed the stream today. Sorry about the Tills exhibit, but, you know, if they don't allow us to show it, then rules are rules, right? Have a good one, chat. I'll see you guys again Saturday. And next week is Ayumi's winter break. So that means I can stream a lot. So we're going to be doing some short trips. I don't know exactly what days. Check out the Discord for the full schedule. I haven't updated that in ages, but I will. So, you know. Hey, man. Also goes to show you got to watch live if you want to catch these things. They tell me to delete the footage. It's gone forever. But if you were here for it. Anyway, appreciate you guys. Join the Discord. It really has the best schedule. Okay, bye. Okay, my thing isn't connected, so like, we're not gone yet. The second I wanted to end it, it just loses that look. Lost connection to Twitch. I can't end it. You gotta look at this shit. Look at this guy. He's got an alligator for a head. What a stupid idiot. Would love to end stream right about now. We can't do it. We're not allowed to.